What's up,
Nice.
Craig?
What's up, Craig? Good to see you.
Critterpit. It's Critterpit.
It's Critterpit time. Episode 11. Who would have thought?
Episode 11. Oof.
We're old.
1-1.
We're old hats at this now.
I know. Basically the Roger Ebert and Siskel of the movie podcasting space.
I think that's what people are saying, especially
It's kind of
since we
just
give
the
our
vibe.
famous thumbs up and thumbs down
Yeah.
uh,
We should
rating
move to a
scale at the end.
4-star rating.
4-star rating.
That's how Ebert did
Yeah,
it. He had
that's
4
true.
stars.
Yeah,
Kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it,
I think
to be
I.
honest.
So I was watching the Men in Black movies this weekend, and they all like movies like that. Like they make me rethink my scale, where it's like I
Mm,
like these movies. I gave Walkabout a 4, but I gave Men
yeah.
in Black 1 a 3.5, and it's like, well, there's
See,
a
yeah.
higher quality difference there, but I like them both a lot. So it's like
That's
hard
something
to.
I'm grappling with as well. I think it comes down to just establishing the metric because my system, it's just pure enjoyment. And that
Yeah.
enjoyment can come from like it's so bad it's funny, or it's
Hmm.
silly and it's funny, or it's genuinely thought provoking, incredible, you know? It can come from
Yeah.
any range of things because I think in art, value can be found
Yeah,
everywhere.
and it's all subjective anyway, right? So it's all about
Exactly. At the
the
end of the
level of
day,
enjoyment you get. But it still
doesn't
feels weird to
matter.
put Men in Black and
Yeah.
Walkabout just half a star apart.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've been having that issue with my Critter Pit rankings where it's like, is RoboCop better than Seven Samurai? It very well might be.
RoboCop. Just tune into the episode where we talk about RoboCop and find out.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs. Exactly. It's a little hint.
Yeah.
Um,
So
let's.
so how so how you been, Samuel?
I've been good. I have been good. Just been
Nice.
working. Today I did some weeding in this
Working.
super crazy
Ooh, hoo,
overgrown
hoo.
yard. So that's always fun. I got offered a job at an ice cream place, which I might take.
That would be vibes.
It would be vibes. It would be vibes. Somebody I dated works there though, so I don't
There you
know
go.
that vibe would
There
be
you
all the
go.
way there or not.
Rekindle this summer romance. Sounds like
Yeah,
a
I don't
vibe.
think that'll happen, but we will
It's a
see.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
How's
good.
have you been?
Um, I'm a little hungover, to be honest.
You were at a big old staff party last night.
Yeah. I missed all the good parts of the staff party though, which sucks balls.
That does
Just due
suck.
to circumstance. I missed the paintballing. I
There was
missed the
paintballing,
skinny dip. I missed the skinny dipping. I missed it all.
skinny dipping. How did you miss
Yeah.
all of this?
I just because the person I got a ride with um showed up very late and left very early. So I had to leave as well.
Yeah,
So what are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do? I don't know.
I woke
I,
up this morning with a big cut across my face, a very big cut. So
you know how it got there?
no clue, no clue.
No clue. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
sort
That's
of
always
teleported
fun.
last night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy
it's never
night
really
in that
happened.
way. Just kind of
Yeah, after party at Dougal's, so
how late
yeah, pretty
did it end up
wild.
going?
I think like 4 a.m.
Nice,
So pretty late.
solid.
Yeah.
Work at 9 a.m. though. It's nice.
Oh yeah. Um, our mutual friend Michael is leaving Moxie's. What a
Why?
shame. He got a job offer for a place up in the mountains at a fine dining restaurant.
I
So
was ready for you
shout
to
out.
say he got AIDS. I was like, he got AIDS. Rip
Hey,
Michael.
knowing that Michael. So God bless that Michael. The
God bless
Michael arc is
Michael.
ending.
I hope he recovers quickly.
And he is, yeah.
Why did you abort the game?
Uh, how did I abort the game?
I
Oh
don't know.
yeah,
Just
Critter
game
Niche.
aborted.
We're uh we're hitting some
Okay,
chess.
there we go. Yeah, because it's a Seven Seal episode. I didn't
Seven
realize I
Seal.
had a chess.com account, but I do. It's
Yeah,
great.
nice.
Yeah,
You've been practicing?
I have been practicing
Oh,
in a long
uh-oh.
time. I see it auto aborts if you don't move. So we'll just wait until we're ready to
Yeah,
start the chess game. Till
yeah.
all this top of the show business is over.
Yeah, top of the show. Should we get Graham in now for the
He
Bo
said
is
he's gonna
Afraid?
join, but he's not gonna tell us when.
Okay. So I guess we have
So
no control
yeah, he'll be
over
here
that.
whenever he wants to be here. We're gonna
Um,
have Graham on to talk about Bo is Afraid.
he's a
Um,
big fan.
yeah,
He's a very
he
big
said
fan.
it's almost his favorite movie, which is incredible.
Damn,
It's
that's
very
crazy
good.
to think
Yeah,
about
we'll
because
we'll talk.
Graham is,
He's
yeah,
ride or die, everything, everywhere, all at once.
yeah. I was like his at least 60% of his personality was everything everywhere all at once. So
Like I would say, in the first semester, it is the only thing that I knew about him.
that
Was
and
that
that he did a big dive roll on the first day in Young's class.
right? That's right. It
No
was a
one seems to
great first
remember that,
impression. I remember
but
that now.
I was like, oh, look
We
out for
got to
this
get this
guy.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
this guy's
watch
coming on
out.
a podcast. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be our third co-host for sure.
Yeah,
We
for
like looked at each other and we're like, that's locked in.
you could just see it in the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Top of the show. I didn't come with much today. I just
Yeah, me
came with
neither.
vibes.
It's just kind of it's a very gray day in Edmonton.
It
Like it's been
is.
raining
It
all
is
day.
over here as well. It's raining too.
Yeah, so it's kind of a
Um,
perfect like seventh seal day in that way.
it's been one of those days where I've just been chilling with my cat and trying to find everything I lost last night.
Nice.
One of those mystery
Yeah.
days. Like, oh, let's just
Did
solve
you
the
find
mystery of what
anything
happened.
you didn't know that you like had? Like just random stuff appear in your pockets or anything like that?
No, I never really have that. Well, I've had that before, but I can't tell that story. Um,
That's an after dark story, it sounds
yeah, that's a it's between me and God, that one.
like.
God might not be real though. Seven Seal taught me that.
Well, death is real though.
Death is very
Death
real.
is for sure real, and death plays chess.
Let's get into it, bro.
Let's get right
I'll get
into it.
wait,
This is
how
going
do
to
I
be
do this?
great content.
It is.
All right.
Boom. It was a great film though. I rewatched it just now for this cast because it really is special, that one. And
Nice.
also it's been very many weeks since I watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since I left Red Deer,
Yeah,
but I figured I kind of remember the movie.
I remember it for the most part, but I
Yeah,
just wanted to get all the specifics. I watched it on 2 times speed. So
I did that as well.
so yeah, it's great in 2 times speed.
You're like, "Oh
It
my
really
god,
holds up.
the plot just moves so quick."
Yeah, best pacing I've ever seen in a
Yeah,
film.
for real.
Covers so much ground.
Yeah.
But no, it's great.
Which
What
is, a
really
problem with some other Bergman movies, right? Where it's like, "Oh my god, like it's so slow." I like that, but also like Scenes of a Marriage. I don't know if you've seen that.
mhm,
It's so
no,
long. It's
my
very, very long.
familiarity with Bergman is Fanny and Alexander. I've seen the film cut of that, not the miniseries cut.
Okay.
So I've seen that. So shout out.
Shout out indeed. I've not seen
Uh,
that one. Do you want to explain what the Seventh Seal is about for our audience?
okay, yeah, it's so this knight who's coming back from the Crusades in the midst of the plagues, right? Really bad
Yep.
times.
Death all around.
Yeah, and it's sort of about his contention he has with death and this group of people who he collects sort of along the way.
Yep. His whole posse.
I love the posse. And
Yeah, I
yeah,
love the posse too.
it's a lot of um
Haha, I won.
you did.
Yeah, good game. I think it's because I didn't change the thing, and it was like one. We had each had 1 minute to play.
Yeah, that was scaring me, man. I had my
Stressing you out.
anxiety going. I was trying to, like, focus on what I was saying, and I said I had, like, 3 seconds left. Damn, it's a pretty good game, though.
Good game. Good game. I finally
Good
beat
game.
you at chess
Yeah, our
after all these
official Critterpit chess score. Well,
is
no, it's 1-1 because I beat you once, so
yeah, but that was off air. We can't
that
talk
doesn't
about that.
count?
That doesn't count. We
Okay.
will maybe like first episode back, we'll play chess on the actual board, like on the official
Yeah,
Critterpit board.
I bought a SpongeBob one because we were originally gonna do this in person,
Yeah.
um,
And then Ethan
but we
slept through
didn't.
it and I left.
I slept through it. Classic Ethan.
Classic Ethan. He was partying way too hard the night before. He had like four
Yeah,
drinks. No,
I was.
good.
What the fuck?
That was a fun night though. We met
Deja
another
vu.
person named Ethan that
Oh,
night.
yeah. Took some
They were
photos
from the
with them.
U of A. Yeah,
I
I don't know
love
why they were there.
interactions like that where you
Yeah,
take photos with random people because 'cause you're like,
yeah.
"One day, that photo will emerge somewhere, and I'll
They'll be
see
like,
it."
we met Sam and Ethan of the Critter
From
Pit.
Critter
Hey,
Pit. Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
gonna be like the like because we haven't shown our faces on anything like Critter Pit
No.
related.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like the first image. It's gonna like leak, and they're gonna be like,
Wow.
"This is what
Big
these people
drama.
look like." Yeah, it's gonna be huge drama.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs.
So, yeah, Seven Seal. I friggin' quite like this film.
You too.
It's grim. It's very grim. Like, cause 'cause I've just been thinking, "Man, that must be the worst time to ever live."
I think so.
Just
The
just
medieval period.
the plagues especially. Like, fuck, man.
Well, and if you're a knight and you got to go to the Crusades, seems
Yeah, which
terrible.
is like I'm not a
Like some
historical
pointless ass
expert
wars,
here,
right?
but yeah, it sounds like the most pointless ass wars. And they went
Yeah.
on for like 10 years, they say in this movie. So like, god damn. What
Yeah.
a and like you wanna be a knight, right? Because that's a high class, right? You get a castle,
Like
get a
in the
wife.
way that it's a high class, but like I wouldn't want to be a knight. Like any kind of like
What would
soldier
you wanna
role.
be?
I'd rather be a priest.
I'd be an actor. Actor has a sick life, bro.
That's true. The
He's
yeah.
traveling around with his family,
And he
seeing
seems
visions.
very happy,
He
like generally.
does.
Like he's very content
Like,
in his life.
of everyone in this film, I'm like, I'd get a beer with Joseph. He seems really
Not with
cool.
the not with the
John's the
knights.
squire.
Yeah, his squire.
John's is crazy, man. I love him.
He's pretty
He,
he's pretty wild.
he's so like nihilistic and funny at first. And then you have the one scene where he's like, where he saved the mute women, and
Yeah.
he's like, speaking of which, I need a housewife. I need a
Yeah.
servant. Come
Come
with
with
me.
me.
And she does.
Yep. Because what are you gonna do? You know,
What are you
it's
gonna do?
what are you
Exactly.
gonna do?
It's John's.
Yeah. You can't say
I
no
like
to
John's though.
John's.
What I'll
He's
say is every character in this film is quite um entertaining.
I agree. They're all
They're
very
all
charismatic and they're all like unique. There's no like characters
yeah,
that really get mixed up,
they
which is
all have
good.
like squabbles and they all have
Exactly.
this innate connection back to these themes of like mortality and the place of religion in society
Yep.
and just all this that caste system. And I
Yep.
love that. I love Plog. Plog's pretty sick.
Which
You
one
remember
is Flog?
Plog?
Is he
Plog. He's the smith who has his wife
right?
stolen.
Right.
Who the whole time is just like, I'm gonna kill my wife and that actor. And he's so dumb,
Yeah.
but he's so funny. When he finally finds his wife, he has the hammer out and he's doing just like the craziest expression for like 2 minutes. He just holds this expression while talking. Don't know if you remember, but he's like just baring his
I
teeth
do,
in this
yeah.
wild grimace. It's awesome.
And it's
And then
all led
he
up to this and yeah.
and then he almost immediately forgives the actor. And when the actor does his like fake suicide, he's like, "Damn it, he didn't seem too bad actually. I was enjoying him,
Yeah.
enjoying his company." And it's like, it's dope. Does
It's dope.
you've seen a few Bergman. Is he usually very, very funny in his films?
I think that there's always like well, not always. In like scenes from a marriage, at least there are moments of comedy, but I think it's
Mm.
also because it's like 5 hours long, right? Like it's just kind
Jesus.
of bound to be funny
Yeah.
at some points. Also, I
Honestly,
need to talk about the version of Scenes from a Marriage that I watched. The
yeah.
subtitles weren't synced correctly. So don't
Mm.
yeah, whoever is in charge of the version that's on Crave needs to, like,
Get
really
their
get
shit
their shit
together.
together because the
Dude,
subtitles were, like, I think, like, 2 lines behind, like, what the actors were saying or, like, ahead, so, like, I would have to remember what the line was and then be like, "Okay, that's why they're acting like this," and it was very confusing. And I didn't
damn,
turn it off, I watched the whole movie.
that's dedication. I can't
It
handle bad
is.
subtitles. I cannot fuck with
Yeah,
that shit, man.
it was hard.
Um,
It took me a while to realize, though, embarrassingly. I was like, "This doesn't seem right."
I there's this movie from Park Chan-wook, a vampire movie called Thirst that I tried to watch like 6 different times on online torrents. And,
Yeah.
like, the subtitles would always be fucked up, and I just keep trying over and over, but I could never find a good copy.
God damn it.
So, yeah, sometimes
Subtitling is such it's almost like an art. Like, I think about,
that will
like
soon be automated maybe.
yeah, but, like, that, like, translation process of, like, poetic
Mm.
language, like
Yeah, because think about, like, languages when you get down to it.
mhm,
It's not like there was one language that was then translated into a different language. Just think of
exactly.
how when humans were developing and, putting down these bases of communication, just how wildly different every language must be to each other, just because they all have these old like, different rules as they
Different
develop.
rules and, like, different ways of looking at the world, like, to
Yeah.
some people that, like, other different things are more important, so
Mhm.
they get, like, more of a stake in the language. Like, for some reason in
Yeah,
English, right,
yeah.
like, pronouns and stuff like that are very important.
Mm.
Whereas another or I guess French more so, like, genderization of, like,
Yeah.
language, but in other
It's
languages, obviously, that
interesting.
doesn't exist. It is
Yeah.
very interesting, and it makes like, I wish I could learn every language just so I could, like, I feel like,
Mm.
appreciate these movies even more because you
There's this,
know that you're missing something, right? You have to be missing something
yeah,
through
no, for sure.
translation.
Just there must be, like, just a depth of beauty in a really well-written movie that you're missing out on
Mhm.
just because it can't be captured in a different language. And I think
Exactly,
Graham's
or if it
touched on
is
that before.
captured, like, it's different, like, it's a
Yeah,
different metaphor they
it's
use, and
innately different.
somebody else has to choose, like, to do it.
Uh,
It's very interesting, yeah.
speaking of language, there's an amazing, Werner Herzog clip of him talking about all the different languages he speaks that I just need a shout out here.
Shout
He
out
speaks
Werner.
love Werner. Yeah, language is sick. I notice sometimes I've become conscious of when I'm watching a foreign film, the subtitles, like just how long something will take to say from the actors
Yeah,
and how different that'll be in the translation to the
exactly.
subtitles. It'll be like something for us that would take like 3 seconds to say, but he just keeps going on and on.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, some languages it just takes that long to say that.
Graham, this is actually perfect that you're part of this conversation. We're talking about subtitles and, like, because you speak a lot of languages, including Japanese. So we're just
Japanese,
talking about
French.
Ah, yes. Ah,
how
yeah.
sometimes language, like, is lost, like, some things are lost in the translation and in the subtitles, um, especially, like, poetic language. What do you think of
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
Graham?
I would have to agree. And the reason for it is just because of how differently languages are structured. Like, take
Mhm.
Japanese, for
Mhm.
instance. From what I can tell, rhyme is not really popular in the Japanese language.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I think it's technically possible to rhyme things in Japanese, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't probably doesn't work as well.
Is it
So that's why
probably
I threw.
because, like, the writing system is so different, right? Like, it's not as
Yeah,
obvious to see a rhyme?
Mm.
that's very likely. Uh,
Mhm.
Partly a reason, at least.
Now,
Um,
what's a haiku, Graham?
oh, don't act like you don't know what a haiku is.
What what makes a haiku special?
I don't know.
It's a
I don't know.
Japanese
I
poem,
sometimes listen to
I think.
Japanese music and they like never rhyme in it.
Speaking of,
That's a good point, yeah.
a Japanese piece of music popped up in my recommendation feed. Miki
Yeah.
Matsubara, Stay With Me, HD club
Oh
version.
yeah.
Classic.
Stay With Me. Classic.
Fun fact. She died, I think, pretty young of like cancer or something. And then her like
Yeah,
final wish was that no one would listen to her music.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
looking
you
at the
broke her
comments.
final wish, Ethan.
Oh, sorry, Miki.
I mean,
My
so
bad.
does like everyone on TikTok who
Yeah.
who popularized your
And
song.
2.8 monthly listeners on
She
Spotify. 2.8
she
million monthly listeners on
she
Spotify.
regretted her music career. Why? She
I
was
think it's because
diagnosed
she
with
thinks she like wasted
uterine
her life on it.
cervix cancer. Oh yeah, saying that she didn't spend enough time with her family or live her life fully enough. Oh, that's sad.
Mm, sucks
Yeah,
for
it is
her.
pretty sad.
Banger
Um,
song though.
I sometimes
Stay
listen
with
to. I think
me.
her name is
Na, na, na,
Ichiko
na.
Ayoba or something like that, or Ayoba.
Okay. Wait, say that again.
It's like Ichiko Ayoba.
Yep.
I might have one of their songs. This rings a bell.
I'm familiar with the album Windswept Edan.
Oh, I'm lying. No.
Is that
I've
by
listened
her?
to this album once. Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
came out in
I don't. I
2020.
don't listen to her like enough to know her albums or anything, but I just listen to like the occasional song I get recommended on YouTube.
Nice. Well, she's
Um,
playing on May 9th in Bristol. Do you think we can make it?
wait, we gotta go.
Live Critterpit there.
Live Critterpit there. We can interview her.
Dude, we gotta
We
get
have
Um,
this
to.
rolling. This is locked in.
yeah, I would
Fuck.
go. I'd go see her. I haven't really listened to a ton of her music, but I mean, it's good.
I'm sure it'd be a fun show.
Yeah.
I don't know if
This
it
is
was one of
happening.
her songs, but trying to think what the name of it was. The song was something about like some type of like lettuce. It was like dreaming of this type of lettuce. I don't. That was like the title of it.
I think we need to put that in Pink. That sounds like something that would be in
Yeah.
Pink, Dreaming of
From
Lettuce.
the hit film Pink.
Yeah.
It wasn't the word lettuce, but it was like some plant that is a type of lettuce, but has another name. Um. Anyway, it reminded me of that old Kleenex commercial that was part of that like creepy pasta, and it was like. You
I
guys
have
have
no
heard that
idea
one?
what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I'm
It was
not.
like an old Kleenex commercial from the '90s of this woman and like some Japanese monster from folklore. I'm not sure exactly what type it is, but it's like orange with green hair and a
I
horn.
found, going back to that previous topic of ours, I found the one Japanese song I have on my playlist.
Oh yeah,
It's from Kanako Ayano.
I've heard of her as well, but I'm not familiar.
You want to hear a little snippet? Because I cannot pronounce the name.
Yeah, copyright strike
you're gonna
coming.
kill us. No, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
That's a
We
good
couldn't hear
song.
any of it, but I'm sure it was great. Oh yeah, I heard that.
That's it. That's it.
I love
Good
that
song.
song.
I didn't even
Love
hear
that
it.
song. Yeah, well, we can't play it again, otherwise we'll be kicked off YouTube forever. But
Yeah. Why do you want to get kicked off YouTube, Graham?
yeah, Graham.
Hey, I'm just saying that I didn't hear it.
You'll just have to
Um,
watch the cast.
Yep. Just listen to that part over and over and over again.
until I recognize the song.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that song I was listening to, I'm not sure if it was by Ichiko Ayoba, but it reminded me of that like scary Kleenex song associated with that creepy pasta. So I was listening to it. It was like 2 a.m, and I'm in the shower listening to this song, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of freaking myself out, but I'm just gonna like turn my phone off and like put it outside, um, and and then I was gonna like finish my shower or whatever, and I think it was like 5 minutes later, the song started playing again.
Oh
Hmm.
my
I
god.
didn't touch my phone. It's so scary.
That is so spooky.
bet.
You know what else is spooky? You know what that probably made you feel? Afraid. Graham was afraid.
Graham is
Yeah.
afraid.
You know who
That's
else
a
was
new film.
afraid? Best
Bo is
segue.
afraid.
So you guys
Why
talked about
is
it. What did you guys have to say about it last time? I'll be honest, I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm still on an earlier episode.
My
damn?
God.
God damn,
We just
Graham.
kind of talked generally about it, I think.
We kind of just said how like we thought it was stronger in the first bit, and how it's kind of a film that defies like analysis. It's kind of just
Yeah,
a tour de force kind of emotional
Yeah.
avalanche of a film. Um, yeah,
I see a lot of people trying to analyze it, and none of it sits right with me. Like I saw
yeah,
one where it said that his mind transferred into the woman he was having sex with, and then he actually died.
Oh,
And
mm,
I don't think that.
I don't think that happened at all. But
yeah,
like
Yeah.
that,
huh. So what's
It's
what's your
yeah, what's your take on it?
how do you feel about Bo is Afraid? Film you were looking forward to quite a bit.
yeah, I really loved it. Unfortunately, I had to watch it at like nine. It started at 9:50. That was the only showing,
Oh,
and like
you're
probably
finished at like
within like
1
a
a.m.
4 hour radius of driving.
Oh, that sucks.
So, and that was still like an hour and a half drive to watch it at 9:50 a.m. or p.m. Sorry. So, it finished at 1 in the morning.
Yep. But that's kind of like a good time to watch it because you're like almost like dreaming, like in a way, right? Like
Yeah,
your
yeah, I agree.
consciousness is like,
Yeah, I would
It's a vibe.
definitely say, well, it affected me. I noticed with certain like good horror movies, I won't even notice it, but my heart will be beating really fast, and then I'll like be like, oh, I feel like terrible right now. What the hell? And I'll feel my
yeah.
Mm,
chest like, oh my god, my heart rate is super high. Like I don't even notice that I'm scared almost. And that
yeah,
was happening to me towards the end.
yeah.
I think just because I was so
That's
tired.
cool because it is a really like just overwhelming film. You know that
Yes.
creeps into your mind. You know with all this imagery.
So much
I
Something.
is
want to
happening
talk
in
about
every frame.
the company though. In all of the promotional material, there's a logo, the red with the with the white letters that say MW.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the mom's company, and it's
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
all of the promotional material for the movie, as well as like the start. It plays with all the other logos.
Yeah. Which is what
Oh,
do you make of that? Because it doesn't feel as
damn. Didn't even
significant as I
remember
thought it
that.
would based on all of that marketing. Like it's definitely like a big force of the movie, but it also just kind of felt like in the background. I don't know. What
Well,
did you think of that?
to me, I feel like that almost plays into the perspective of the movie because a lot of people have been saying the movie's from Bo's perspective, and there are parts where it is literally a
Oh,
POV from him, but I
Yeah.
don't think it is because you get a huge twist in like the last third of the movie that's like, oh
this is
shit, like
a. We
Bo
can spoil it.
knows like everything.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know anything about this. So like I went through the entire movie assuming Bo had like some like brain damage or something. He seemed like he was slower than everyone
Mhm.
else and was having
Just
trouble just comprehending even
yeah,
basic stuff. But then
pretty
you get to the
unequipped for
end
the
and
world.
it's like he's been feigning ignorance the entire time because you see that he doesn't normally act like that.
Yeah.
That's I like that a lot. That the whole movie is kind of from like the company's perspective, or like that it's because he really is just like an experiment of the company, like his whole life.
Yeah.
Like
And even
even in the building that he lives in, right, is like owned by the company, and it's like some kind of like rehab center or something. It's like that's in the background of
Mm,
one of the
I gotta
images.
and
rewatch this
even
movie.
what was it in the mom's house there was a freeze frame from the first act of the film of him sitting in his apartment or standing in
Yes.
his apartment, but it was
Right. Yeah.
literally like a freeze frame of the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's
And
really cool.
Yeah.
even further
Oh,
than that, when he goes on the TV, and sorry for so many spoilers, but when he goes on like the security footage and he fast
yeah.
forwards, it's literally the movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that makes so much sense. Like, it seems so
yeah.
obvious when you say it. I can't believe I hadn't thought of it like that.
But
'Cause
I don't know
it's
what
really
conclusions
there.
I can draw from that yet.
Yeah, like, why is that
But
significant? But
I wanted to say this thing because most people probably are gonna have no idea what about this, but it's so weird. I think grade 11, I had it was like an advanced English class, but it wasn't actually English. It was the same credit, but it was world literacy. So we were reading plays and stuff from all around the world. And one of them we read, I think, was a German play called The Visit. And Beau is Afraid reminded me so much of that.
is that the
Um,
M. Night Shyamalan movie?
no, not the M. Night Shyamalan movie. We were all joking about that when we read it because that movie
Yeah.
had like just come out. Um,
Yeah.
David
but
gave
that
Bo is
book that
Afraid 5 stars out of 10.
David
Just saying.
David Night Shyamalan.
You gotta catch up on the podcast, man.
Yeah.
David's a character.
Yeah. We got a lot of characters getting established.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, no,
Derby.
this play, it's about there's this old man and he lives in this very poor town. The town's called Gwellen, which is literally like means like shit. And
Nice.
um everyone's super poor in this town and there's news that this rich woman is visiting the town. And the old man, who's kind of like our main character, um he used to be her lover. So he's like, "Oh, I'll seduce her and we'll get a whole bunch of money for our town out of her." So then she
Mm.
shows up and she goes like, "I'm gonna pay you all like billions of dollars, like more money than you would ever need. Your town will be rich and prosperous if you kill this old man."
Okay.
Because it turns out you find out stuff about their relationship later on.
That sounds
And
cool,
she's kind
actually.
of
Yeah.
so she's been like hurt by him in the past, which led to her being so unimaginably rich. Like she could literally buy anything and she can buy out.
Bit of an old boy story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In fact, the reason the town is so poor, and this is a huge spoiler, but you guys probably are never going to see this play or read it, but the whole reason the town is poor is because she bought the entire town and shut down all of its economy.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is. There are definitely some parallels to Beau's Afraid there.
Yeah.
Oh,
She fakes her own death just to get her son to visit. Like,
The Visit. We should do a Critterpit on it.
yeah. But the M. Night
Yeah.
Shyamalan one, because I don't know the play. Yeah, I'm not into plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
Play
it's
suck.
really cool. They're
Yeah.
treating like MW Corporation as like a real thing.
Yeah.
So they have like a website. I think it's perfectlysafe.co, and you can enter your
Hmm.
email.
I love that. That's the
Interesting.
like tagline of the company.
Yeah,
Perfectly safe. Doesn't seem sinister at all.
that's their tagline. Is it's
Oh.
perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Sign up to become an MW ambassador today.
And they also have a
I'm gonna
real LinkedIn page. Like,
I'm gonna
and they
do this with the
post like
Critterpit
nearly weekly
email.
updates.
We should apply to a job for on LinkedIn for them.
Is it just critterpit@gmail.com? Is that the email?
It might be Critterpit Podcast. Let me check.
Because I'm gonna sign up with
Yeah,
that
it's
email.
critterpitpodcast@gmail.com.
So
Send us
becoming
emails.
a
I
I'm
never
I
get
becoming
haven't
your
gotten
email.
an email yet. I just signed up today, but like I'm pretty sure it's a big ARG that was going on before the movie was even like
I
released.
love a good
That's so
ARG.
sick. Yeah.
MW. Nice.
Hmm.
Shout out.
Anyway, that's all I had to say about Bo is Afraid. I mean, I have more to say, but that it could use its own episode almost. We'll wait till
know.
it's on Criterion.
That's what we were saying. I think it'll get there eventually.
I could see it.
Well,
I
don't
could
they
see
have all of
like
Ari Aster's other films on there?
they have none of his, I don't
Yeah, I
think.
don't think any of them are on there yet.
Oh, they just let him see the closet then.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's been in the closet twice now.
Yep.
I
Good for Ari.
love the closet video. They're like cornering him in there, like he
I
feels like
know. He's quite a funny fella, though. He
He's
has that very
trapped.
deadpan, sardonic humor that can see in his films quite clearly.
Mhm.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the A24 podcast with him and Joaquin Phoenix?
No,
I've
I
not.
didn't.
Seems
Where
like
is their podcast available? Like, is it
it's on
just
Spotify.
Spotify.
do I
Yeah, it's
have to
just called
pay?
Critterpit Podcast.
Yeah, just Critterpit podcast.
Yeah.
Critterpit is one word.
hmm
I was thinking
There
about
might be
that
two
today.
of them
Should there
there.
have been a space in between critter and pit?
No, because we're making our own word.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
like our own brand, Critter
I had
Pit.
never considered it until today.
And
Yeah.
it's also a play on like Criterion.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kind of.
It's
Yeah.
like the Criterion closet, but we're in the
But we're in
depths,
a
you
pit.
know.
Yeah.
We got to get through them
We
before we
dig
can get to
deeper
that
than they do in the
elevated.
closet. Exactly.
Exactly. We're in the trenches. Let's
We
call
thought
it.
about this title a lot.
This
It
is the
wasn't just the first
Criterion.
one that we came up with.
This is the trenches of this Criterion war. I don't know.
Exactly.
So wait, I was going back and I was
I want some
watching
chocolate
Ari
milk.
Aster's short films, getting ready for Bo's Afraid.
How many of them have
And
you seen? I watched all of them the other day.
I didn't watch all of them. I saw Munchausen.
Munchausen's
saw-
great. I love Munchausen, dude.
I saw TDF Really Works. Which might be
TDF is, I don't know, that one's kind of crazy, bro. He's just making like an Adult Swim like ad, pretty much.
it's so low quality too.
Yeah. No, dude, Munchausen. You see Munchausen? That shit was great. I
Yeah,
love Munchausen.
What's that one about? I haven't seen that one.
It's
it's
almost like
about the
a
title.
Pixar film. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's about
it's completely
Munchausen like
told
syndrome.
visually.
Okay, it is about Munchausen syndrome.
Yeah, and it's like
That seems very in brand with Ari Aster movies.
he has mommy issues,
Yeah.
big mommy issues, bro. And this film is no different, and I just love its visual style. It's awesome, so well shot, and feels like a Pixar film. It's awesome.
I recognize the main guy from something in Munchausen, but I don't know what.
Yeah,
Maybe it's like a
let
Nickelodeon show or something.
me do a deep dive here.
Yeah.
Um,
Munchausen, Ari Aster.
What was the other one? There's something strange about the Johnsons, or the
That one's
strange thing
great.
about the
Yeah.
Johnsons. That's what it was. That one was like
There is something very strange about them.
that.
The
It's
main
like
guy in
Lemony
Munchausen's
Snicket
from
movie.
Series of
that
Fortunate
one
Events.
is so great. The strange thing about the Johnsons, because it's like it's hilarious, but only in its concept. It's played almost completely straight.
Yeah.
So
Played completely straight, which
yeah.
creepy.
Oh, I played straight. Ironically.
Oh boy, we're funny here.
We are hilarious.
Yeah, Johnson's was weird, man. I liked it. I didn't think. You think there's a point there? Like,
Yeah, don't have sexual desires about your father. I would say that's the point.
yeah,
There was a point, and it was more so with it was kind of an exploration of abusive relationships within
yeah.
families.
Did you think flipping the script as they did? Do you think that had like any point other than to just shock though? Was it to show like the absurdity of these dynamics? Like, what was it? What do
I
you
think so,
think was
and it
going
was
on?
also a bit of like I noticed. I think it's partially to add some like shock factor to it.
Yeah,
But
it
then I
for sure
noticed like
is.
some of the
Definitely.
things the son was saying in it were very reflective of what you would expect a father to say in like a movie, or like you
Yeah,
know
for
how I
sure.
feel about locked doors.
It feels like just the dynamic has had like the position switched pretty
Which,
much.
yeah, he's in the
Um,
position of power, right? The son.
mhm.
Because
And
what do
the
you
only
do
thing the
when
only
you're the
thing I can
father?
think of is to show just how absurd it is and how like pointlessly cruel it is, I guess, by just flipping the switch like that. It like really just shows it. I don't know.
I feel like it draws more attention to it, and
hmm
like it's almost something that's like to a point normalized. I think most people are pretty sensitive to abuse now,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, that movie came out like a decade? No, it wasn't that long ago actually.
I
No,
think it's
I
like
think.
Yeah,
2014 or something.
2011.
2011.
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
I think
Oh,
people are
okay.
pretty sensitive towards domestic abuse in 2011. I think.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's
I
gotten
wasn't
more and
very
more serious.
conscious
If you
at the
go back to
time. I
like
was 8 years
the
old, but
80s,
Yeah.
I'd say the 80s is probably where you really started to get. Maybe the
mhm,
70s is where you really started to get more of a viewpoint into it. So it's still relatively recent.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Were they beating their
no,
kids
there
in the
was a
90s?
big point about the wife's
Probably.
actions in the
Probably.
movie.
The
Yeah,
what? Sorry.
she was
The
very complicit.
wife's actions. So she kills
Mm,
the son, and she had
She was
evidence against
very
the son, and
complicit.
yeah.
She did
she chose
nothing.
to burn it. So it was showing that people care more about their outward appearance than.
Hmm. Just
Definitely.
kind
And that
of
even
making
like
sure the
they
status
show that
quo.
with the picture, right, that they all take, the family, when the
Yeah,
son is yeah,
can't stop
It's all
staring
about the
at that.
status quo, functional
exactly.
nuclear
I love
family.
how wholesome it starts, and then you just get a complete
I
grip
know.
flip with the picture. It's
We were
Yeah.
talking about this last time, but just how smart that whole sequence is. Just like building up a very like natural, like this is something that would happen, like
Yeah.
scene, right? And then
And
just
you
the
get the
very
whole
last
thing. The
moment.
son keeps asking, "Do you do it?" And he's kind of
Yeah.
uncomfortable with the question.
Yeah.
And
But
then
for
you
the
realize,
most part, it's pretty normal, I'd say. For the
Yeah.
most part.
It's like that's like
It
a
it,
little weird, but it's not like outside of the
it
realm
but
of
it
possibility.
also feels like it's supposed to be like tense, a little awkward, humorous, all these things. And
Yeah.
just at the last moment, just everything gets flipped and
yeah,
it's
and it
nutty,
just
man.
is downhill from there. My jaw was like on the floor, and it just
Yeah.
kept getting worse every like 5-ish minutes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
crazy.
crazy, crazy movie or a short film.
Ari Aster is 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Youngster.
Young man.
So he
He's
is
the
very
next
early in
generation.
his career.
He's
Um,
almost an old man though. Once he hits that 4-0.
Yeah. Once he's 40, he might as well be dead, right?
he
Like,
just should just quit.
yeah.
Um, but
If
like
I haven't won an
I
Academy
think
Award by the time I'm 40, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, what's the point?
literally, I do still think his masterpiece is Hereditary, though.
That's the like one of the only ones I have to see still. Oh, and I
I
haven't seen
think
Bo because they took it off of YouTube.
Bo's good. If you want to watch all short films, just search up Ari Aster all short films. Go to this Reddit link, and they'll have this Vimeo link in the thread with all his short films.
Oh yeah,
We'll
I did
like
see
that.
Yeah,
like a synopsis of Bo, and they used all the clips from it, so I know what it's about.
Bo is very similar. Watch the Turtle's Head and Say La Vie. I thought those two were really fun too.
Oh
Turtle's Head
yeah,
is little.
I saw that you reviewed those on Letterboxd.
Yeah,
Wait, so
Ethan's
what
got
are
to
all of
log
his
everything on
feature lengths?
Letterboxd.
Are
you
all of his
gotta.
feature lengths just Hereditary, Midsommar, and Bo, or does he have any other ones?
Those are the three
I think that's
three
it.
features. It's exciting, right? Like how early
Okay,
he
so
is
I
in his
guess
career.
Mother is just tonally similar to Ari Aster then.
Uh, Mother
Mother?
from Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, it's Darren Aronofsky. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mother is definitely a Darren Aronofsky movie, though.
yeah.
I haven't seen that either. But
Aronofsky. We should do an Aronofsky episode one of these days. Just a whole
You can do that
debrief.
one. I don't know if I want to.
I used to really like him, but I wanna.
I think I do. I need to watch The Wrestler, right? That's like,
Wrestler's great, bro.
yeah.
I started with that and Black Swan, so I got Aronofsky
Mhm.
killed. I think.
oh, Aronofsky's Black Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's awesome.
I
And
haven't seen that movie.
Requiem for a Dream.
I liked Requiem.
And of course, our
The
favorite movie of all time, The Whale.
Oh
Whale.
yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man.
I
I've
need
got
to
like the
know.
After
majority of my
I did
family
one good
wants to
thing
see the
in my
whale.
life. They'll love it.
The majority of my family wants to see the whale.
They'll love it.
But
They'll love
like
it.
my older
It
sister
feels.
is in gender studies, and she's like, that movie is so fat phobic.
I could very well see that viewpoint.
Yeah, like it kind of is. Like you could definitely make a case for that.
Like, that's not really my department, breaking down the ins and outs of problematic portrayals of these things, but um,
It felt quite
they shot him like a horror villain,
yeah.
you know?
Oh,
Like the sound
okay.
effects they had, the slow zoom-ins on him, and especially the way the film just opened with him, what he was doing there. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the film opens with him jerking off.
To
That's
gay
epic.
Gay
pornography.
porn, yeah.
And it just feels just played to be
The movie is not
absurd.
subtle. Like nothing about it is
Yeah, but I
which
really like
I don't know.
Brendan.
Yeah,
He's so good in that.
he's great at eating food in that movie.
And he's great at, like,
They should have cast
not being
Brad
able
Pitt.
to walk around.
Yep,
They should have got, Colin Farrell.
that
Needed
would have
more
been awesome.
prosthetics.
Will
Exactly.
Ferrell.
Will
Will
Ferrell, I would have
Ferrell.
loved that.
Dude, in, like, a Step Brothers type comedy.
Yeah.
Make that version of this.
We could do it's Will Ferrell and then John C. Riley is his son, plays his son.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh,
That'd be
Oh,
great.
no.
sorry. I wanted to say I'm kind of like I like Joaquin Phoenix and everything, but I kind of wish the original Bo actor played Bo.
Okay. The guy from the Johnsons? Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good.
Interesting. He is.
hmm
But
I
Joaquin
want to
has,
see
like,
more from
He's
him.
no I
I
mean
should
Joaquin
check out
Phoenix is
his
the
I
goat.
should check
Phoenix,
out his filmography because I
Phoenix
really
is
like
one of a
that.
kind. He's just got such crazy energy. Have you guys ever seen his
Joker?
brother Bear interview?
No.
This is an all timer, you guys.
Wait,
Was
This
a
is
Joaquin
Disney
was in
movie
Brother
Brother
Bear?
Bear?
Joaquin Phoenix is in Brother Bear, yeah.
Shout out.
And this interview, he's being so standoffish towards this, like, the girl interviewing him. It's awesome, dude. Here, I'll send this to you guys. Just
I'm gonna see
I
this.
know this isn't the best podcast content, you guys, but bear with me. This
Are
is
you
an
gonna stream it?
iconic clip. Oh, I guess I could.
There's
Let's
aggressive
all
the
watch it
journalist.
together.
Let's watch it together.
Okay, when did his brother die? Because his brother was like the big actor in their family, and when he
Yeah,
died,
River
Joaquin
Phoenix.
got into acting. Yeah,
Yeah, River Phoenix. He
Okay.
died in
Can we see this?
1993.
This
I'm gonna be
working?
honest. I had no idea who Joaquin Phoenix was before Joker. So like when I saw that he was announced as the actor for Joker, I was like, "Damn, they got the guy with like Joker as his name."
What?
His name's Joaquin Phoenix.
Joking Phoenix.
Oh,
That's why they had to
okay.
cast him.
You guys see this clip?
Yep.
Are you
Okay.
playing it? Hold on,
Brother Bear time.
hold on. I'll watch your stream. There we go.
He's
He looks crazy.
Yeah.
dude. Listen to this bar right here.
What? What?
We need that sound
I
bite,
don't believe you've ever cried in your life. We do need that soundbite.
dude. And just look at his stare.
He's got like a Kubrick stare going.
He's scary, man.
I see why they cast him as Joker. Just from this interview, it makes sense to me.
uh, that's it. That's just the thing I wanted to show you.
I think this is what happens when you don't train someone on press,
Yeah,
and then they're
And
like
also when
very
you have someone
about the
who
movie.
thinks
he's
they're a very
mentally
serious
deranged.
actor already. Like, yeah. Joaquin
He's
Phoenix, I think, thinks very highly of himself, like as an actor. You know, I just
he's
get
had
that
a
vibe
rough
from
life,
him.
I
He
think.
has.
Yeah,
Raised in a cult.
Well, he
he
fell in love
has.
with that computer once.
Oh,
Yeah,
that must have been rough. Yeah.
Dude, he's so Joker brain too.
Dude, he is Joker brand. What makes him
So
the
yeah, we love Joaquin Phoenix. We love him.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Oh, wait. I gotta say this. So my neighbor, he was over in our yard cutting down our tree, and my dad was talking about this movie because he had decided we were gonna go watch it at 9:50. I was kind of like, I don't want to trouble you with going to watch this movie, but I had no other way of going.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, okay, I'll go watch it with you. So
Oh
my
boy.
dad's telling him about it, and he's like, yeah, it's Joaquin Phoenix, because that's pretty much the only thing my dad's excited about. He doesn't watch like a ton of movies, so
Yeah.
hmm
he's like, oh yeah, I saw Joker, I loved it, and Joaquin Phoenix is great, so I'll see it. And he's
I'm
telling
walking here.
our neighbor, and our neighbor's like, do you know why Joaquin Phoenix is the best actor? Because he's the only person that can make a deranged, an insane psychopath into the hero.
The only
Are
one.
the only one who's ever done that.
Hell
I
yeah.
know. I was almost trying to stop
That's
myself from laughing.
that's what he
Yeah.
brings. He's just the one guy
The
in
one
Hollywood
guy.
who they got to do it.
That's why they always get him. That's why he's the best.
And that's so true. I'm walking here. I
Joaquin,
just
be on
thought
our
of that.
podcast.
Yeah, honestly,
You'd love
you
it.
can talk
If Joaquin came
about
on
Brother
on the
Bear.
podcast, I would come on there and I go.
You just laugh.
I
No,
would
we'd
do
hit
his
him.
Joker laugh until he laughed.
Oh, okay. No, we just hit him with the I bet you've never cried in your life. We just say that
Yeah,
to him all the time.
we'll
But
jump
Joaquin
him.
Phoenix seems like a guy who cries all the time. No
Yeah, bro.
I
no
personally
disrespect.
feel like
I think it's a good thing. But
And he probably cries violently. He puts
yeah,
his whole body
yeah.
into it when he cries.
Joaquin never goes halfway on a performance.
No,
I
never.
feel
He's
like
always
Joaquin
all
would
in.
not like Critterpit. I'm being honest.
He would love it.
He would love it. He wouldn't like it.
He's
Yeah,
all
he
about
wouldn't just
Critter
like it. He
Pit.
would love it. He's one of
Because
our subscribers.
I always say Critter Pit's all about consumerism. We're just here to consume
Yeah,
criterions.
and that's what
And
Joaquin Phoenix loves: consumerism.
Joaquin seems down with
It's
consumerism.
Yeah.
speaking of consumerism and Bo is Afraid. Have you guys seen the A24 merch store? They dropped the Bo pajamas.
Oh my
Yeah, I
fucking
did.
god. I need.
I tried to
I
buy the
need.
hat. The hat was sold out. The
There's a
MW
hat?
hat. Yeah, the MW hat, but it was sold out by the time I tried
Oh,
to buy it.
huh. I'm
Oh,
gonna have
they
to
haven't
check it out. I was really into the Everything Everywhere merch, and I have
You got the
like
hands.
almost all of it. I think I'm just missing like the pins and the shirt, the A24 googly eye shirt. But
Yeah.
You ever see Beef? Beef was pretty good.
no, I didn't watch that yet. Was that Jake that was really into it?
Jake,
Yeah.
Huge
Yeah,
into beef.
I'm sorry, Jake. I haven't seen it. I'm
Yeah.
probably not gonna watch. This is the A24 podcast now. I'm probably not gonna watch. What's that one with Zendaya?
Euphoria?
Yeah,
Dune Part 2?
You're gonna watch Dune Part 2, Graham. We're gonna
You're-
force you to watch it.
Yeah.
Doom Part 2.
Almost, in a way. It could be
Oh,
that
Dune Part 2. I
Dune
haven't
Part
seen
2.
Part 1. And this is
Bro.
like sacrilege.
How do I kick
Dude.
you?
Do we need to hop into the Dune hour right now and just friggin' watch this?
Yeah, let's just stream Dune. Honestly. I cannot
Fuck.
believe you haven't seen it.
That is a sick pair of pajamas.
It is pretty sick. I'm iffy because I just don't wear pajamas ever. I just sleep in my
Me neither.
clothes.
Yeah,
This might be controversial, but most nights I sleep in jeans.
in jeans.
Yeah. Apparently that's not allowed.
I would sleep in jeans if I had jeans, but I don't. So I just sleep in my
Because
whatever pants I'm wearing.
there's pretty famous memes that go, you have to be a different type of tired to sleep in jeans. But I don't know, man. I
I
sleep
think
in
you're just
jeans
a
most
different type of
nights.
tired.
I might be.
I think
What am I seeing?
it's easier to sleep in your clothes. It's when you're most comfortable. You don't have to
Exactly.
like
Exactly. And then you go to sleep. You wake up and you get your different set of clothes on.
yeah. Your bed ends up dirtier, but like whatever.
Oh, beds don't get dirty. That's a liberal myth.
Yeah,
You're right.
it is. Never change your sheets. Never ever do it.
Yeah. Um, the MW Ambassador hat is back in stock.
I was just seeing that, and I like these
What
red
is
outdoor
this?
shorts as well.
What is this never
No,
coming to a theater near you zine? David Cronenberg's Frankenstein?
what?
Oh, so A24 has a magazine that they do, and they get their directors to basically like edit each issue of it. So whatever big movie at the time there is, it'll be done by an editor. So I have the Daniels one, which is called Tax
Oh,
Season, and
that's
it's just
awesome.
it's just a magazine all about taxes.
What is this David Cronenberg's Frankenstein though?
I
I'm
think it's a
guessing
movie that will never come out. Like it's like
That why
these are
would
all
you
posters for movies that never released.
to quote a great Safdie brothers film, why the fuck would you show it to me if I
If
can't
I
have
can't
it?
have it, yeah. Cronenberg's Frankenstein would be awesome. That's actually like
Yeah,
perfect. That
it's like
that
most his
that would be
movies.
perfect. Yeah,
Fuck, that would be. I love a good modern Frankenstein tale. Like, um, RoboCop.
yeah. Or Warm Bodies, of course.
Yeah.
Are you
Evil
part of
Dead
the
2, The Army of
Triple
Darkness.
A 24 Club, Graham?
I'm not. I couldn't justify the price, the yearly price.
Yeah, hundred
How
I,
much
I
is
dollars
it?
USD a month or a year
You're paying like 100 USD to
for a
give them
magazine,
more money.
but you get a zine and a birthday gift.
Gems Uncut zine? Dude, I learned about zines for the first time a few months ago, and now it's just like zines are everything.
I love
I call
zines.
them I
We
call
should
them
make a
Zines.
Critterpit zine.
We should
We
for
actually
100
should.
eps.
100 eps. No, we should do it at like 20 eps.
Okay,
Who's
I'll
Make a
let you
zine.
editing?
take the lead on that. I'm
Will.
not. I'll help though.
Okay.
My page will be David Cronenberg's Critter Pit.
You can do the page on Dead Ringers.
Yes, hell yes.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to do that.
You're
Yeah.
not
That'd be really
invited.
yeah, actually, you have to catch up on the podcast first and then
You're
Yeah,
right.
we'll talk.
Okay.
And then we'll talk.
yeah.
But no, definitely. Definitely.
We'll get Graham to do a page. We could get Troy to do a
Roy,
page. We could
Jake,
get
of course.
Jakey. We could get
Keegans. We could get the Keegans to fight.
Keegan.
We make them each do like the
Yeah.
same page and then we choose
Oh,
which
I'm
one is
so
better.
hyped for the Keegan political debate. One of these days.
One of these days. The
Is your
Keegs.
Get them both
Keegan?
on the same page and give them like the same like Google Docs document, and they can edit
Yeah.
over each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Is your Keegan very politically inclined, Graham?
Um, no, he's very
Because my
musically inclined.
Keegan. Okay. So is my Keegan. So maybe we can have a bit of a musical debate. There we go.
I'd love that. I'd love
It's
that.
Yeah,
locked
mine's
in.
mine's going to like university for music, and I think he wants to be a
Nice.
music teacher.
Would
It's
he
awesome.
consider writing us a theme? Because we still need a
Yeah.
theme.
Oh,
We.
he
I had.
asked if he could. I thought Elijah was doing it. That's what I told him.
Okay. So
We've been waiting on Elia for a long time.
the story of the Critter Pit theme is a long and complex one. We first asked Elia to do one. Nothing. I then asked Rob a couple times to do one, and he was very enthusiastic. Nothing. And then Caleb Poole had a great idea for a theme he was going to compose for us. It was going to be based on the 400 blows start, where it has us blowing. And he's like, I
Oh
could
yeah.
make a fire beat out of that. I'm like, dude, that sounds sick. That sounds like everything, but nothing.
Why is everybody blowing us off?
I
Yeah.
offered to pay each of them $10.
Yeah. Like what's going on?
It seems like no one wants to work anymore.
Nobody does their damn job.
I don't want
That's
to
what
work anymore. I just was at a
same.
garden all day. That's my new job. Every
That's
day
what
at
I
a
do as
garden.
Nice.
well.
You do garden work?
Yeah, but I go from like house to house and do garden work.
Oh, well, I'm at like a community garden. Well, it's not exactly a community garden. It's like a non-profit garden.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're getting
Well,
profit though.
I
yeah.
am getting profit. I don't know how much yet, but
You don't know how
it'll be
much?
over 16 an hour.
Well,
That's good. That's nothing to
I just
scoff at.
podcast. That's my job.
Yep. This is a full-time job
Yep.
to watch these movies.
Yep.
Should we get
Nothing to
Elia
scoff
for the
at for
call-in and then we can
Saskatchewan.
confront him about the theme?
We could.
Okay, I'm gonna text him and I'll see if he wants to join the Discord.
We very well could. Yeah.
I don't know how loud it's coming across, but I've been eating pistachios this whole time.
We cannot hear it at all. It's been beautiful.
Okay.
Or I can't hear it at least. Can you hear it, Ethan?
Yeah.
You-
Cannot.
Oh, really?
Oh, you
Cannot.
can't. Okay.
I was trolling. Should we wrap up our 7 seal discussion?
Sure. Have you seen the Seven Seal, Graham?
No. You guys should call someone else. I was never on this episode.
You were never here.
I was never here.
Just a little sidetrack.
Just a little sidetrack.
I was
It's
I
fine.
was never here.
You were
You were
never
never here?
here. Oh my god,
Ominous. That was so ominous.
that is so
Um,
scary.
I feel like I
I
had
feel
so
like
much
you
to
just
say
like.
about the 7th seal, but I've lost it all.
Well, we had a good conversation, in the middle there.
Somewhere.
Um,
I did a bit of research into what the 7 seals are. And
yes, I saw you sent that in the
yeah,
general.
they're a bit of they're like the 4 warnings of the apocalypse, I guess. The bringing upon of the apocalypse, of the end times.
Mm.
I think. Fuck, we need
So I
Sean here.
see on this one, oh, we do need Sean here. I see on this one image you sent 7 seals: white horse, red horse, black
Yeah.
horse, pale
So
horse,
it's the 4
souls
horses
crying out,
of the
earthquake,
apocalypse.
silence in heaven.
The 4 horsemen, I mean, of
Yeah.
whatever. Then
Yeah.
it's whatever. And then the 7th
The end
seal
times.
is silence in heaven. And I'm like, damn, that is so fitting for the title of this film.
It
Because
is, yeah.
a big part of this film is just feeling like forgotten by God, feeling like he's not here with us anymore. Like I love
Yep.
that whole monologue that our mate Knight, played by Max von Sydow, I think.
Sydow, yeah.
Sydow, he's great, man. Like he's got such
He is.
a serious looking face,
What's your favorite Von Sydow performance?
Probably
other than this movie?
Arngeir in Skyrim.
Yes. Mine is the old guy in Star Wars 7.
There we go.
He's
we
in that
just
movie for
fucking
like half a second.
we just
And you're
fucking
like,
dogged on this
Jesus
guy's
Christ, it's
entire
Max von
legacy.
Sydow. Yeah,
We
I know.
dogged on
He's
this
been
guy's
in
entire legacy right there.
just in
Wow.
2 quick lines. We just said,
Wow,
fuck you,
we
Max von Sydow.
just fuck this guy.
We destroyed him.
Oh shit, he was in the diving bell and the butterfly. Nice. Nice.
I think he played a Nazi in some pretty famous movie, but I can't remember which one.
He's in
Or
Wild
maybe-
Strawberries, which gets a
Yes,
shout
he
out in this
is.
film. They mention Wild Strawberries in this. Bit of a cinematic universe going on there.
Yeah.
He's in The Exorcist. Never seen it.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of for some. Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was a Nazi.
He's in The Exorcist
movie.
2, The Heretic. Is he
Yeah.
a Nazi in that one?
I don't think so. I think he's just a regular
Flash
dude.
Gordon, Conan the Barbarian, Dune. Oh yeah, he's in Dune.
He's in Dune?
He's Kynes in David Lynch's Dune.
Really?
Yeah, bro. That
I
is
don't
very good
remember.
casting, but I remember watching them being like, "This character sucks." They just butchered his character.
I think I
So,
need to rewatch David Lynch's Dune before Dune Part 2 comes out.
we should have a whole Dune ep.
We'll have instead of just
Oh,
done Dune
shit.
hour, it'll be a Dune like 6 hours.
Max von Sydow is also in Europa, Lars von Trier's Europa. Forgot about that.
He's had quite the career.
He has.
Incredible.
I remember
No
when he
Academy
passed
Awards though.
away. When he passed away, I was at that point in my cinematic journey, right, where I was, like, very new and coming, where I recognized all these names, like the Ingmar Bergmans and the Max
Yeah.
von Sydow, but I didn't know, like, any of their relevance, any of their importance, and,
Mhm.
when he passed away is when those names I heard just reverberated everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Just it was such a big loss, and watching films like this, I understand it, man.
'Cause he's been in,
It's
like, every movie, right? And, like,
yeah,
some super incredibly iconic ones.
and
This
this
may
is
be the
just,
most iconic
like,
movie of all time. Like, the imagery of death
honestly,
in this movie
um
is
yeah,
insane.
let's get to that because it's so good. Like,
It's
that
almost a
performance,
silly costume. Like, it's the
it
costume
is a
itself
silly
is
costume, but the guy
but
has
it
such a
works so
great
well.
face. He
Yeah.
has such a great face for it, and I love the just rounding out his head, you know?
Yep.
I love that.
But
It's
he
such a
almost looks like the
striking look.
moon, right? Where it's like
Yeah,
yeah,
and, you look at just stills of it, and you could be like, "Oh, that's gonna be very silly," but in this, he is intimidating,
he
but he's
is.
also cheeky. He does
He's so
jokes.
cheeky. When he's,
He
um, posing as the, like, priest listening
I
to Max von
know.
Sydow's confession,
Yeah, bro.
it's great.
Just
That is
I
so
loved
great.
I was getting at that scene earlier, but just, like, how much is just said there from that main character talking about how he can't believe in God because God doesn't ever present himself, like,
Yep,
he can't, uh, suspend himself for that, which
yep,
I think is great. Just
and
such a
yep.
in my own religious, like, arc, that's something I felt very, akin towards, just like, how am I supposed to believe in all this when I can see no, like, evidence of it, you know?
Yeah, like, when the
No,
central tenet of believing in God is just, like, having faith beyond, like, reason.
blind
Faith beyond
belief.
reason, right? Where it's
And
like, why
and and in this, big part of this film is just, like, the function of religion in society, and, like, in this film, it's kinda gleaming off of what, like, that religion's place in this society was kinda just survival of, like,
yeah,
interpretation of this. Because imagine living in that times, like, what your understanding of the world is, and you just get hit by this plague, like, I can understand how religion can help in, like, coping with that,
definitely, right?
you
Yeah,
know? Um, and you just there's that great scene where there's that, procession of the priest coming in, and it's weird calling them priests because they look like cultists, you know?
yep,
Like, how cultists are
and
depicted in media, like,
they
with the
have the,
black
like,
robes and the
sage
chanting.
or something, right? That's, like, swinging in
Yeah,
front of them, like
they're carrying a crucifix.
yeah.
Um, everyone's lashing each other. It's
That scene
just
is funny on double speed, though.
it is. I was
It
cackling.
doesn't quite work as well.
No, but it's just such an interesting thing to think about, um, how there's almost no alternative to this in that time, you know? It's
Yep.
religious suffering, because the alternative we see, it's like this nihilistic disillusionment, right? Just hopelessness.
Well, it's funny, yeah, like, I took a class on medieval philosophy, like, so
Mhm.
what and it's so interesting to see the way that they cope with religion, like, it's
Yeah,
almost like it's an obstacle where it's like, they're
it
like, "I
is.
need to reconcile that" it's like God exists, that is just, like, something that needs to be true. So
Yeah,
I have to do all this work to, like, get around that and to, like,
because if
solve
God
that
isn't
problem.
real, right, what is any of this for, right?
Well, exactly, and
'Cause
even just, like, the governing systems, like, if God
yeah,
isn't real, then like,
yeah,
if you come to that conclusion, you're gonna
where
be
does our
outcast.
power come from, you
Yeah,
know?
and you're gonna
Our
be
power,
outcast, so you have to agree
because
with that in a way.
because I think a big part of it comes to, like, um, you look at so much suffering in the world, right? And if God
Mhm.
must be real, you then have to, like, contend with that suffering, right? And you have to
Exactly.
contend with, all these implications of God's own morality, right?
For
And
me,
your place in that.
that's the strongest case for, like, there not being a God to exist is, like, the problem of evil. where it's like,
Yeah.
well, if there's an all-knowing, all-powerful, like omniscient God, like
Mhm.
why does he let like terrible things happen? Like
Why does he
why
let the
children
Black
die?
Death happen, you know?
Yeah, like
People's
why
skin boiling over.
yeah.
And
And I
then
think
the
it's
religious
you're
interpretation is like religious failure, right? Humanity is prideful
yeah, but then
and
why did
greedy.
Jesus come? Like, like we already solved that
Yeah.
problem, you know?
And it's like
Just
and then especially in this film, you look at it and there was just so many lives lost in the Crusades, right? So much
mhm.
bloodshed in the name of all this. And I just think that that theme of disillusionment and being lost, I think it's so powerful
It's very
because
powerful.
it's such a I wouldn't say religion's like necessary in society because I don't think it is, but I think it is necessary in our society. If that makes sense, just because of how ingrained it is at this point.
I mean, I don't think
Like
that it is anymore. I think that I mean, it
I
kinda
don't know,
depends the way
Max.
that you look at religion, where it's like, is religion just kind of blind faith? Because there are things
Some
like even
people, man. Some
like
people.
like laws in a way is kind of like religion in that where it's like we just follow these tenets that we all agreed on, or we kind of
Mm,
agreed on, right?
yeah,
Uh, so I don't know. Like I think maybe it shifted into something more like that that we think of
yeah.
being as more like rational, but
Mhm.
I don't know who's to say in like 1,000 years or 500 years,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, religion's a very tricky subject, especially
Hmm.
when nowadays in my life, in my worldview, when I see religion, it's when it's like used for reasoning for like bigotry and like
Exactly.
extreme hate and prejudice.
As
And it's
the
like,
flaming lips would say, I don't really
yeah,
understand religion, except it seems a good reason to kill. Where it's like,
ooh,
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Like going through Instagram comments, man, people hate gay people. And they hate transgender people.
Yeah.
And they do because
Not
religion.
us though. Critterpit stands with the
Yeah, bro.
LGBTQ
We are
community.
allies.
We're
Because,
allies.
I always say it is easy to hate. Hatred comes easy.
Yep.
Be
It's
better
harder
than
to
that.
understand.
Be rational. It might
Yep.
be uncomfortable trying to open your mind and heart to new and scary different things, but,
But
you
what's the
know,
worst that can happen? Like,
right? What are you gonna do? It's not a bad thing to change,
especially
guys. It's a
like
good
these
thing to
things
change.
from like our perspective, right? It's so like just conceptual. Like it has really no bearing on my life.
Yeah.
Like
And I think,
people's
like,
sexuality or gender, whatever.
I took a very, like, up and down path to get to the conclusions I have, you know?
Mhm.
And I like to believe that most of my beliefs now have been founded upon just like my own rational thought because
Yeah.
before all my political beliefs were kind of formed through what I was told by my peers, right?
Yeah,
That
I
was
think everybody's kinda
yeah,
has that experience.
and hanging out with people on like both sides of the political extremes too, where it's
Yep,
like what am I to believe, right? If one
exactly.
person says this is the fact and the other person says this is the facts, what am I to believe, right? These
Yep.
two are presenting themselves as harbingers of absolute truth. I
Mhm.
decided I just got to look at the facts and just rationally like address these things, you know? And that's where I've come to. Um and then when it gets to like things like transgender people and gay people, like what you were saying, like who really cares? Get down
Yeah.
to day real life situations. What is changing? What
Yeah.
is you know,
Oh my god,
wow,
there's like
how
a
is your
third
life different, you know?
or like, there's a new, like, bathroom, like, I
Yeah,
whatever.
crazy, crazy,
Oh
and I
my
do
god,
think
like unisex like the idea of unisex bathrooms that people get so freaked
yeah,
out about that, but, like, your own house, like,
yeah,
you don't separate bathrooms by gender in your home.
no,
Uh,
and
who cares?
it's also difficult to, like, cast judgment upon a lot of people who hold those beliefs because there's
Yeah,
so many systems of, like, grifters, especially in like right wing ideology, just like stirring up non existent issues to keep their platforms running and
yeah.
keep the dollars coming in. So it's
And it
like,
works so well
yeah,
for them.
man, people's brains are getting ratatouilleed by
Yep.
grifters, just getting turned into mush.
by
Like,
grifters, and then by social media, like
yeah,
just like Facebook vacuums, right?
and
It's
like
crazy.
alt-right people especially really know how to abuse algorithms,
Yep.
and algorithms are better than they've ever been right now on like
Yep.
TikTok and Instagram Reels. So, oh boy, that alt-right pipeline is going strong, dude.
Hmm.
Goddamn. Like I saw a video of Matt Walsh, known pedophile Matt Walsh, talking about transgender, this transgender like um a rep person, I think it was for like Bud Light. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
And
Dylan Mulvaney. It wasn't even a
yeah,
rep person. They did like one ad.
and he was just spouting the most hateful, vitriolic stuff, like
Yep.
saying, "You will never be happy. You'll never be a woman." And anyone who says you are only saying that out of fear of getting canceled. And it's like, how are you looking at this guy and saying this is an arbiter of truth? Like, come on. Just so hateful. And you know that
Yep.
guy is unhappy, you know? No
Ah,
hatred can come from inside his soul like that and
yeah.
him be a happy person.
Or like if it is, like something is like seriously wrong,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I don't think any of the
Yeah.
like big grifters are like happy or like
No.
feel that they're doing
No.
like a good thing. Like I
Yeah,
think
like
that they
Steven Crowder beats his
fuck.
wife, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yep.
I haven't caught up,
Well,
but
emotionally abused.
yeah.
Uh pretty strongly like threatened, I would say, to the
Yeah.
point where you could probably say, yeah, probably beats his wife. Very
Yeah.
pregnant wife.
Ugh, Jesus, you guys.
No, it's great. And those like conservative values of like having a strong family, you know, and
I know.
like,
It's
oh,
so
you got your two kids, wife, and like whatever. But none of the grifters like have that, you know.
yeah.
Who are you looking up to? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They're making your brains mush, you guys. Just saying.
Exactly.
Your
Just
brains are
saying.
getting mushy.
The critter
Just
pit has
saying.
gone political.
I know.
It's weird
Yeah.
because I don't feel like this stuff should be political. Like it
Yeah.
seems like non. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
This is
feels
something
like
that's just been on my
non-issues.
mind lately. Working as a line cook especially.
Hmm.
Um Not the most PC types online, believe it or not.
I in Red Deer, I don't believe that.
Yeah. So I've just been like grappling with my mind how to like work with these people and be peaceful, but also speak my mind,
Yeah,
you
like,
know,
and then
because
even
I don't want
what
to be
does a
complicit
position of
in hatred.
neutrality? Yeah, exactly. Does being neutral about it make you complicit? I, I mean, if it's just work, I don't. I think it's fine
Not
to.
even because I almost feel like I'd be stepping in a beehive, right? Become a
Yeah,
target if
yeah,
I were
exactly.
to just say, "Hey, you guys, maybe hatred isn't the best."
Have we
Oh,
considered hatred as bad?
and the last thing I'll say is I kind of got into like a big debate with a bunch of people on that Matt Walsh post, and
Oh
I was
yeah,
just
in the
like,
comments.
yeah, I was trolling with them a bit, just
Nice.
saying their brains are very mushy. If you actually think actual pedophile Matt Walsh is spitting facts,
Yeah.
um, and what I've noticed is pointing out to conservatives that their ideology is hateful. They don't like that. They don't like being labeled as hateful
Nobody
beings.
wants to be the bad guy, right? Like,
Yeah, but it's like, look at what you are saying. This is a person you are talking about. And get when you get down to the basics of it, is a person who just wants to be addressed differently. and
exactly.
and that is what's getting you so riled up,
They
right?
want to be
That
addressed, yeah, just by what they think they should be.
yeah,
Like,
and you cannot change like a single word in your sentences to make that
also,
person's life better. I
and
think
it's a
that's
person like you never would have met. Like if you hadn't made
yeah,
this such a big issue, like
yeah. Trans people are
yeah,
like a tiny percent of the population.
yeah,
And I'm sure there'll be many more once that lifestyle becomes like destigmatized,
accepted. Yeah,
but it's still going to be a pretty small amount. And
yeah.
they've blown this issue up to be like, oh, they're going to be in all the bathrooms, coming for all your kids. You know, it's like,
But like, even
come
if they
on,
are,
you
like,
cannot pretend to care about
who
that
cares?
when you push gun fucking laws,
Gun
shut
laws,
down gun laws,
Christianity, literally like the
Christianity.
biggest pedophile like
Yeah, like what are we
organization
doing here, you
in the
guys?
history of the world. Like,
Your guys'
there's
brains are mush if you're not seeing the actual like consequences of your ideology.
yeah. Well, just
Ugh.
the irony of what you're saying, where you're like, oh, it's like
Mhm.
sex trafficking, like cult. You know,
Yeah,
these
it's
left. It's like it's
crazy,
literally
dude.
what you do. That's like,
Yeah, that is the Catholic Church, like,
yeah,
objectively, these are objective facts, dude.
these are
Like,
facts.
what
Like
are
there have been so
disconnected
many
from
stories and like exposés and
yeah,
like, but still, it's like so
residential
big.
schools too, like,
Exactly.
these are institutionalized, uh, things of child abuse,
Yeah,
and we're like
literally
and
institutionalized child abuse.
and we are
Like,
making a big deal out of a transgender law that could, "Oh, now they're gonna just have a free pass to come into the bathrooms and get the kids." When it's like, dude, I feel
you
like if
send
they
your
were at that
child
point to
to
do that,
church.
why wouldn't they just go in there, you know? Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
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 Where are you going, though?
Also, yeah, like a bathroom. I don't know. It's so stupid.
It is so
Whatever.
stupid. People have to bend over backwards to justify hatred.
Yep. You gotta watch the Ollie London,
Oh,
HD video,
yeah.
it's great. Um,
Are they humanized much, or do they just come off as crazy?
no, he's crazy.
Let's go.
It's yeah, like, I don't know. He fully gone off that, like, just a grifter. They play a
Yeah.
great video clip of him being like, "Yeah, I'm only supporting Black Lives Matter because it gets me, like, clout." That's basically what he's saying. And it's
Is
like,
it like the,
it's
Nixium
incredible.
interview?
No, Ollie London he handles it way better.
Okay.
He's much more, like, media savvy.
He
But it's
actually
still
came in
they
with
definite
a bit of research.
but it was all bad research and, like, the crew was, like, on it. Like, it was probably the best crew episode. Um,
Damn, I love crew episodes.
yeah, well, just in terms of them, like, having the facts ready for Ethan to say, like, immediately,
Yeah,
like, to
that's
fact
sick.
check everything. It was a great
One day Critterpit will be that. It's
exactly.
gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
We're gonna have a whole big studio
We're gonna get Matt Walsh on here.
just to see him squirm.
Yeah. We're gonna fucking say, like, "What do you think of the Seventh Seal, Matt?"
Yeah, and then we'll
He'll
trap him,
probably say, "I've never seen it." And
and we'll
I'd
say,
probably be like, "I'd recommend it," and I'd probably happily buy the Criterion. 8 out of 10.
I would. I like the
It's
case. 8
it's a
out of
lovely
no, I
film.
think I gave this a 10 out of 10.
I could very
Um,
well get there
yeah,
eventually.
I've seen this movie
Um,
a few times, so I think that it grows on me every time I watch it.
would you call this film a thriller almost?
In a way, they're like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel
Just
like a thriller because I think we think of
no.
thrillers as being shot in a very specific way, but,
Yeah,
like, the
not a
concept of
film of
them
this age.
literally
But
running from death, you know? It's
yeah,
like
and
Puss
he
in
and
Boots 2.
the way he just manifests too, so well shot, the way they just have him appear in frame. Like, I noted I think they might have broken the 180 rule
Oh
in
my
his
god.
final bit there, like, on purpose, when he first appears, just to, like, set up that jarring effect of him appearing. But I love that shot where he appears at the castle, right? We only get one quick shot of him, and then the rest of the scene is just shots of the people's faces, as if death is, like, the
Yeah,
camera and we're looking at them,
yeah.
right? And I love that.
Death's already claimed them, you know,
Mhm. We don't
it's
even see him
great.
anymore, and all the characters were going past him, and they're saying who they are, almost as, like, a plea for their lives, like,
Mhm.
I'm the smith, and this is my wife, Lisa, like, "Do a curtsy, Lisa," and
Yeah,
they're just going through it, and it's so powerful. And I was gonna ask, that final bit, right, where Joseph sees them all dancing along the hillside, that is, like, such iconic imagery. I'd for sure seen that before I've even
definitely,
knew what a film was probably. Um,
definitely.
is that from this film, or is that a larger part of the like, the Christian canon? What do you
I
think?
can't think of specifically what you're mentioning,
Like,
like
the
that
dance
image.
along the hillside.
I think just like that kind of image is popular just in like kind of all types of literacy. Can you send what you're thinking of? Just
Um, yeah, doing a Google search. Yeah, this shit. Like, I've seen this. I've seen this, like, so much, I think. Uh, um, coming up, dead air.
dead air.
There we go. Like
Yes.
that. The dance along the hillside. where you see all of them.
Hey, there's 7 of them.
Oh, oh, the seven,
The 7 samurai.
yeah, the seven sinners.
Yeah.
So I could see that
Uh,
being a larger part of some canon
yeah,
because
I don't recognize it from, like, specifically other things, but yeah, it's definitely, like,
I
that
feel
kinda backlit
so.
along the,
Mhm.
horizon line, right? That's definitely
Maybe I'm just not giving this film enough credit. This film
is
it might
iconic.
just be that iconic.
I think it is. I mean, Bill and
Like that
Ted 2
opening.
referenced it, it's gotta be pretty good
Yeah,
for that,
that
for the
opening
opening.
just with the cliffside. When I first was gonna watch this film when Max von Sydow passed away in 2021, I was gonna watch this, and I thought the entire film honestly was just gonna be there, the
Me
two
too.
talking.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was expecting.
which I think that could have been a very strong film too, because I just find it fascinating their conversations. I
Just
think
a
it's
whole
so well
chess
written.
game.
Yeah,
That would
and
have been crazy, though. Like, I
I
had
think it would have
this
been
I feel
amazing.
like that's like a film student, like, really ambitious concept,
Yeah,
right?
you need
You're
to be a
playing chess
very
against
good
death on exactly,
dialogue writer. But
which
yeah,
is
man,
troubling.
um, this is a great film. I really
Yep,
need to watch Wild
more.
Strawberries. I think I'd really love that.
I really, really liked Wild Strawberries.
And I've been
Um,
trying to like
I
write
would highly recommend it.
like dream sequences and some stuff.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's Wild Strawberries is, like, some incredible dreams, right?
yeah.
He sees
Is
his
it better
own
than The
corpse.
Sopranos though?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know this is a Sopranos loving podcast, but I haven't seen all of the Sopranos, but I have seen all of Wild Strawberries, so
That's a
let
very
that
good
do the
point.
talking.
Yeah. Um I want a pop Funko of Death, I'll say. That would be pretty
That would be cool.
funny. And I also loved the shots that uses faces as the foreground, midground, and the background. I
Yep,
never thought of that before, but I don't know. That seems kind of cool
it's genius.
to set up
It's like Citizen Kane. Like,
all these layers. And I think that through this podcast, actively analyzing, breaking down films, it's making me a better filmmaker because I'm
I think
thinking
so.
about these things so much more. Like I've never found myself actively considering the lighting in films.
And, like, how
Some
did they do that?
mhm.
Where it's like,
and I've been
how do you
thinking
put
about
that
like
together for yourself?
motivated edits and
Yep,
motivated shots. Been thinking about that so
because
much.
those are things that definitely, like, before, I would just be like, "Okay, we need this shot because, like, I just
Yeah,
need a
we need
close up or whatever." It's, like, not.
we need to show something.
Yeah,
We don't
it's
need
not
to tell
necessarily.
something.
Yeah, we're not telling the story through the thing.
Yeah.
The fuck, I can't remember what the word is, but, like, the form is, like, taking a
Yeah.
backseat to the story, where I think in movies,
Form is
in great
everything, man.
movies, form is everything, yeah. So,
Um,
hopefully in the 48-hour movie we make, we'll be able to have some form.
yeah.
I don't know
Hopefully
how
we'll
much we'll
think
have,
about all
but
this.
yeah, I
I
think
saw
we
this
will
for
because we won't be
yeah.
getting the equipment until, like, the Saturday morning, so
Okay.
we have all of Friday and I guess, like, a little bit of Saturday morning to write and kind of
Mm,
think about shot lists and do stuff like that.
yeah.
We should be able to come in really prepared,
We should be.
to the shoot.
We'll see. Plan for it all
I
to
think we
not
will
work
be.
out, I think is a quote though.
Yeah, expect the unexpected, that kinda
Yeah.
thing. But I think
Um,
I think it'll be good. I think I'm very happy with the crew that we've got,
yeah.
you and Jake, and then my friend, and,
Yeah.
we've
Gabe.
secured one of
Love
the
Gabe.
actors,
Hell
so
yeah.
that should be good. I don't know how many actors we want. We
Rebel Wilson?
Yeah, Rebel Wilson we're getting for sure.
Nice.
I've been in talks with Joaquin, but I don't know if we
Okay.
can, because he loves to do, like, a million takes, right? We don't have time
Yeah.
for that. Like, we probably have
Yeah.
time for, like, 3 takes max.
So we can probably get Joaquin, but it's gonna be a little bit of a hellish shoot.
Yeah, it's not like we can't get Joaquin, it's like, do we want Joaquin? You know?
Yeah, exactly. All I
And I'm
know
not
is
sure that we want him.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I'm Joaquin here.
That's a
No,
good
you're
one.
getting that is a good one. I don't think anybody's thought of that.
Yeah.
If they ever remake, Midnight Cowboy, they should cast Joaquin Phoenix as
And he can
Ratso
say, "I'm Joaquin Phoenix
here, and then he'll wink at the
here."
camera.
That sounds like the role that Joaquin would love.
Yeah, I think he would actually do very well as Ratso. He seems
He would.
he's kind of got that energy to him.
No,
Not as good as our boy Nicholas though.
yeah, obviously not.
Nicholas Ratso
So
Rizzo.
yeah, Seven Seal. It's one of those
Great
films
film.
where, with enough consideration, you start to realize why everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Because there's a great dead person prosthetic in it with hollowed
Very
out
good one.
eyes. That
Very
scares me.
spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, when like the squire guy first encounters the dead person, he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, he told me the way." Like,
Yeah. It's so cheeky. I love
yeah.
John's. John's a pretty douchey guy, but
Oh yeah, he is.
he's so funny. He's just got some great lines. Whenever he's putting down the one knife, the thief guy.
Hmm.
Love that. He's like, if I see you again, I'm gonna brand you. I love it.
It's
And
great.
then he brands him.
No, all the characters are so strong. Like it's
Yeah.
almost a
Mute
miracle.
Girl, Plug, Scat,
The kid who's
Joseph.
going to be an acrobat, it's all
Yeah. Or a
good
knight.
stuff.
Or a
Or a
knight.
knight. Hopefully an acrobat. I would rather be an acrobat.
Yeah, the actors seem much happier in this universe. They're banging.
Yeah.
They're having adulterous affairs. They're
Yep. They have cool
they're
masks. They have very cool masks.
oh yeah, love the death mask.
Yep.
And you know what? I would happily live in these times.
Yeah, I think you've come full circle, which is
Yeah,
that's
I've
what shows that
ascended.
you're a good person. You've grown as a person.
Yeah, that's what all great Critterpit podcasts should do.
Yeah. I
They
I
should.
know that I was born in the wrong generation because if I was born in medieval times, I would be a king. I just know
Yeah,
that.
I know I'd probably be a billionaire king.
I'd probably be
Yeah,
like the richest king and all the people would love me.
yeah.
I just know that.
Damn, the guy who played Death is not alive anymore, I don't think.
Rest in peace. This is an old movie. I'm guessing most of
Yeah,
these people aren't alive.
that is weird
Um,
to think about.
yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, even what we're doing here is we're like uh, immortalizing ourselves, like immortalizing
Which is
these
cool.
conversations. It is
If you
cool.
think
It's a
about
little
it,
weird to think about, but
every single word, every little like slip up, it's immortalized.
yep. Luckily,
Like
we're
even
smarter
though,
than 99% of people.
yeah, luckily
There's less mistakes.
everything we say will hold up.
Yeah. Everything we've ever said will hold the test of
That's
time.
that's
And
that's what we were doing with that political bit. We were just kind of like saying what we needed to be said so we wouldn't get
exactly.
canceled, you know?
Oh, yeah.
just just
We're just
lay in the
covering our
seat.
bases here.
Yeah. That's why we went into that like passionate little spiel, was to
Exactly.
just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
Just
If we ever like run for like
just in
political
case.
office or something and somebody's scrubbing through these podcasts,
Yeah.
you know,
They'll be
we
like,
got to have
damn
some
it.
good takes sprinkled in here. Yeah.
They'll be like, damn it. Them Critter Pit boys, they outsmarted me.
Dem smart boys.
We are pretty smart, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. I think yeah.
Damn.
I don't.
Friggin' Bergman's also made Persona,
Yes. I've been seeing that poster a lot lately. I need to
which is a
watch that movie.
film that's even higher rated than fuck. My foot just fell asleep. Why does that hurt so bad? Oh, what the fuck?
Rest in peace, Ethan. Death has got your foot.
Is that supposed to hurt?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a weird sensation. I was gonna say about Persona, our boy David gave it 5 stars.
David's
So
got the
this
best
is,
taste.
dude, that's such a good review too. He said, "So this is what nurses did before TikTok." God damn, that boy is funny.
Yep. We got to get him on.
My
One day.
letterbox crush, David.
Yep. Yeah. It'd be funny if he ever listens to this.
Oh yeah,
Ingmar Bergman is crazy because he makes one of the best movies of all time, but he's not like, it's not his whole opinion, or not like his whole like public image,
His
right? Like,
legacy.
yeah, people know him for more than the Seventh Seal.
Yeah, dude,
Seventh Seal and
Persona's
Wild Strawberries came out in the same year.
get the fuck out of here.
Well, I'm looking at Google right now. It says 1957 for both.
Yeah, me too.
That is
I just can't
insane.
believe it. Dude, and Persona's higher, like, rated than 7 Seal, I believe. 4.3.
Yeah,
4.4, man. Damn. So, even though I think 7 Seal is objectively, like, his most famous one,
definitely. Most iconic.
Persona might be better.
Persona, Wild Strawberries.
Wild Strawberries looks so sick, though. I just love the idea of casting this, like, pioneer of the Swedish genre, right? This director who
Mhm.
did so much, right? As just, like,
Victor
this
Storstrom.
disillusioned, sad old man. I think that's so compelling.
Yeah. No, it's incredible.
It's like the
He's
5
like,
obstructions.
yeah, and you know what? He's also like, fuck, why can't I remember his name right now? The guy that Johnny Depp plays in that Tim Burton movie.
Ed Wood.
He's Ed Wood. Ed Wood, how he revitalized Bela Lugosi's career. You know, this iconic
Oh,
old Hollywood
yeah.
guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Ed Wood did that?
So in many ways, Ed Wood is
Get the
Ingmar
fuck
Bergman.
outta here.
I don't know how successful Ed Wood was in doing that.
Accidentally. I pulled up
Bela
a
Lugosi had a bit of a heroin problem, I believe, during that time,
oh,
and he died
what
shortly
a
after.
s damn, he had a heroin problem.
I believe so.
Really? He kinda looks his face kinda looks like he'd have a heroin problem.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I definitely I do see that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Rest in peace, Bela Lugosi. Lugosi.
He was, Dracula? Was he anyone
Yep.
else?
He was the narrator of Glen or Glendola, of course.
Yeah. Oh, I think he might have been the Wolfman. Shout out.
Shout out. He had
Oh,
very iconic voice in Dracula. Like
I'm not crazy about that original Dracula, though.
I haven't seen it. I just know the voice
But
and
I watched it pretty young, though. He was also an Ape Man and Zombies of Broadway and The
his
Fan
filmography
Country.
starts in the 1910s, which is
That's something you love to see.
very weird. People are old. Anyway,
They
yeah,
are.
it was all the way to the 1950s. Have you seen Plan 9 from Outer Space?
I haven't.
I haven't either, but I've heard it's one of the best B movies there is.
That's what we'll be watching on the next cast.
Yeah, that
Fuck whatever else
should
it
be in the
was.
collection. You know, if John Waters movies can be in the collection, why can't Ed Wood's?
Yeah. Why can't mine?
Yeah, ours should be. They will be. Just you wait.
It will be.
They're gonna. You know, it'd be cool if you ever do get a Criterion release.
Once we put Criterion on the map,
Yeah,
they'll owe it to us to put us in there.
exactly. But no, they should put one of our podcasts as a bonus feature. They
Oh,
can.
that would be
No,
that would be a
you know what we
fucking
have to do?
honor.
You know what I have to do if we ever get a Criterion release? We put the After
Mm.
Dark. We put the After Dark on.
Ooh, yeah. All of the
That's how
After
we'll
Darks
release.
or just the
Yeah.
one?
Well, I mean, we only have one so far, so
Jake keeps on wanting to do them, so
yeah. Well, if we ever do another one, we'll do like one per film that we release.
yeah. I don't know how substantive how do you say that word, Sam?
Of substance, like
Substantive. Substantive. Sub
yeah. How much they'll hold the
stan-
test of time, like how.
Just how much substance they have.
Yeah. I haven't listened to it. I probably never
Substantive.
will. But I remember there being quite a lot of substance to that podcast. I think it's just like a time capsule.
It
Like
is.
it's like it takes the whole first year of RDP and it kind of
Yeah.
boils it into one
And I like
conversation,
that.
I would say.
I quite
Yeah.
like that.
Me too.
I
So-
do hope we eventually have something of substance to say on these casts. I hope we do.
I hope we do too, because we've recorded 11 of them. So
Hey, and if we don't, we'll just keep trying till we do.
yeah, maybe. And we have so much time to like figure it out. We have like
Exactly.
1,000 movies to watch.
I know. We're not gonna run out, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's our guarantee. We'll never run out. And if we do,
Yeah.
that would be insane. We've
That
watched
would
too many
be
movies. We've
that
done
would
this
be
too
kinda
much.
crazy.
Yeah. It would blow my
Yeah.
mind if we ever finished. Because we'd be
Do
doing it for a long, long time.
yeah. Do you have anyone you'd like to call?
Well, I tried to get in contact with Elia, but he did not reply to me.
Damn.
So
He ghosted you?
fuck him. Yeah, he didn't like open my message. He just
Oh,
left me on delivered.
where you going
It's
though?
a damn shame.
It
I've been
is.
loving Nick's messages to the group chat.
I know. I know. I love it.
Uh,
He's
that
just
one that he
vlogging
sent is like my favorite. Fourth day at
that
the
he's
resort. I'm getting very much into alcohol and about to go to an Italian restaurant.
yeah.
Best message I've ever received in my life.
Speaking of vomit, I just got a whiff of what I think is vomit smell from my jacket. So the puzzle pieces of last night are coming together
They're
a
coming
little
into
bit.
place.
Yeah. The
Nice.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
The breadcrumbs.
Seeds are being sown.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah. Well, do you have anyone that you would like to call?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to think. I don't know either.
If I had to call one person, I'd probably want to call Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, let's call him out.
Denis,
Denis, when you coming on,
when you
bro?
coming on, baby girl?
I dare you.
Who should we call? Maybe no one. I'll try to call Caleb Poole.
Okay, we did have a guest as well.
David liked my review of the Seventh Seal.
Oh my god, he knows about Critterpit.
Oh my god. I just started shaking a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna call Caleb.
Okay.
He cannot hear you probably, so
Okay.
don't even try to talk to him. If Caleb doesn't pick up, we're really lost.
I know. What are we gonna do?
Oh shit, he's
It's
not gonna
not
pick
looking
up.
good. It's looking
Fuck, I
bad.
guess he did just start his first day of school again, so
His first day of
right.
school was in May. Oh, he's doing spring classes.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
He's got a baby voice.
I know.
Love it.
Fuck.
I can try and call somebody if you want.
Oh, Caleb's calling me.
Oh, nice.
What's up, baby girl?
Yeah, what's up?
You are on Critterpit, Caleb, live.
Right now?
Yeah, bro. How's it feel?
Sick. It feels amazing. I'm on the bus right now.
Hell yeah. How are those
Yeah.
Vancouver buses treating you?
This one's pretty empty, but you always see people like tweaking it, hopping around like fucking rabbits.
Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that. How's school?
Yeah.
How's school going?
My class, so not a lot going on.
Hell yeah.
Be smart in a philosophy class. Really,
Yeah.
like, fuckers trying to bring up like the Turing test to like sound smart when it has no. We're talking about people.
Turing test is like robots, isn't it?
Yeah, that's to determine if it's like AI or something.
Fucking
right?
engineer students, man. I'm telling
I
you.
hate engineers. You can tell him I was an engineer.
And AP kids.
My friend Samuel on the podcast, he can't you can't hear him, but he said he hates engineer students. He was an
I
engineer
don't blame
student.
him.
He was an
I
ex-engineer
don't,
student before finding the light with film.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably the better option. The series kind of shit so far.
Caleb, you should join film.
I think it'll be worth it if I like survive.
Sam just had an excellent point. He said, Caleb, you should join film.
Drop out. Learn from my mistakes.
I don't know. Maybe if I end up on the streets of Vancouver, then maybe I'll consider film. But like, I need to like fully exhaust my engineering options before.
Caleb, if you
It'll
end
kill
up like
you.
a tweaker, if you end up like a tweaker on the streets of Vancouver, I'll cast you as like a monster character actor in
Hell yeah.
in one of my
No,
creature.
We're gonna exploit the shit out of him. We're gonna put him.
Shit out of that.
Sam
Yeah.
just said. we're gonna exploit the shit out of you.
Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah!
So that's dope.
I'm game. Anyway, I gotta get going.
Wait.
We just have 2 questions.
We have 2 questions.
Two
Have you
questions?
seen the film The Seventh Seal?
I have not.
Okay, and what's a film you would recommend to Critter Nash?
Deliverance.
I knew you were gonna say that. Deliverance, great film. Squeal like a
Deliverance.
pig. Squeal like a pig.
Gonna leave it at that. Thank
And
you.
yeah, come on
Caleb.
Critterpit one day.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Anyway, it was good to be on, but have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Stay
peace.
safe. Ah,
Caleb doesn't seem broken yet.
oh, he'll
He
get there.
seems like a whole man
He'll
still.
get there. Oh, you should have seen
Engineering.
him, dude. He got broken last
Yeah.
semester.
It's
But
just his
hey,
first day, so he's still got
that's
spirit.
that's a topic for when Caleb comes on. We'll
That's
detail
true.
all the
We will
Caleb.
beat him into
depre-
coming into film. You know, we'll fix him.
we'll detail all the Caleb depression lore soon enough.
That's
For
good.
as much as
He and
is
I will
uncomfortable
bond
with.
over. He and I can bond
Because
over our hatred of engineering.
that would actually be a great cast. I think
It would be.
you could probably give him some excellent insight.
And he could
Um,
probably give me some insight into what a lot of the engineering things actually meant. Like, what does
Yeah.
an engineer do? That will be my first question for him.
They design weapons for the U.S. government.
Okay, I like that.
So
Is that what
gonna be
Caleb
making
wants to do?
Yeah, he wants to go
Nice.
into arms development.
Arms development, really?
Yeah, he's had
What
this
a
dream
guy.
since he was a boy.
He just wants to. He wants to be like Oppenheimer,
Yeah, he wants to be Oppenheimer,
man
but
full of
like
regret, but without the regret.
fully knowing what he's getting himself into. He's
Exactly.
getting in with 2 feet, right?
Yeah.
He's Oppenheimer without the cringe.
Without the cringe. Yeah. I saw the new
No.
Oppenheimer trailer like in the IMAX
Looks
screen.
sick.
It was awesome. It was like, this movie's
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
awesome. And Benny Safdie is doing a German accent, and I was like,
Oh,
fuck yeah, dude.
baby, we are eating good.
We are
Hell
eating
yeah.
good. There's so much Safdie content. There's a
I
new
love
Benny
Safdie.
Safdie movie that's out now.
What?
Are you there,
What?
God? It's me, Margaret. He's in it. He
That-
didn't direct it.
Oh, you can't say it's a Safdie movie.
It's a Safdie movie.
You can't say that. You're getting be like hyped up. No, that one looks pretty good though. Saw some
Yeah.
incredible reviews for it.
Yeah. I still need to see it because I'm a Safdie Brothers completionist. But
Yeah, me too. Still gotta see the one Safdie Bros. Heaven knows that or something.
heaven knows what.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that one's not the greatest, but
Heaven
I
says
do
what?
still need to see it. Yeah. It's about like a prostitute, right? It's like kind of a documentary,
Okay.
I think.
It's no Daddy Long Legs. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I know. Daddy Longlegs is so good.
I
And
love
so
that
is
film.
Uncut Gems.
So it was Good Time. You've seen Good
It
Time,
was
right?
Good Time. Oh yeah, I've seen Good Time.
Perfect. I don't think we've ever discussed Good Time, so just have to make sure.
That's shocking.
Probably
I-
my favorite Safdie.
I used to say Good Time was like my favorite movie, like period.
I
But I
gave
haven't
it
seen
like
it in a long time.
I think I gave it a 5-star when I first saw it.
Yeah. Because
It
I
was
feel like
crazy.
that was kind of the first movie that I had seen that was like of that like
Yeah,
anxiety
yeah.
thriller. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh my God, like a movie can be like this? Like it
And
just
there-
blew me away.
Certain films that have the right music drop at the
Mhm.
end that just seals the deal on that 5-star rating.
Yeah.
Because with that film they had the disabled brother in like a really depressing, mundane class, right?
Yep.
And they started playing the one song they had made for that movie, the pure and the damned. That one. You remember that one? The
Yep.
pure always act of love. The damned always act of love. It's an amazing song.
hmm
I listened to it way too much when I first watched that film.
If you liked Good Time, I would highly recommend the movie Meantime. I'm not even kidding. It's basically if it was about Benny Safdie's character, and it was in England.
Meantime.
Yeah, you can
Directed
really
by Mike Leigh.
Yep.
Lee. This
Yep.
guy's crazy,
Mike
man.
Lee. Yep.
You ever seen Naked?
No, this is the only Mike Lee movie I've seen.
That's a fucking nutty movie.
actually own the Criterion for Meantime. So I'm looking
Really?
at it right now. Yeah, Tim Roth. He's
Ah,
rating it, but
love Tim Roth.
like you can. It's just Benny Safdie's character from Good Time. Like it's like the same.
Nice.
Even like the glasses. Like
That's funny.
yeah,
That is very funny.
it's really cool to see inspirations though. Like especially for filmmakers that I look up to so much.
Mm.
It's cool to see that they just rip off other people too.
Hey, man. That's the
Yeah.
name of the game.
Exactly.
But
So
yeah, I'd
shout out
recommend Naked
Meantime.
as
You
well, though.
recommend Naked?
But big content warning. Pretty crazy.
Crazy movie.
But
This
it,
is our
I think,
longest podcast so far, I think. Almost
really,
2 hours.
goddamn. When I first booted up this call, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a short one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But Graham happened.
Caleb. We got into some
Caleb.
really like heavy tangents.
I love that.
Both and gender identity.
Yeah, bro.
Great. Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's all in. We
I'm
can
always
talk
all
it.
in.
We're all in.
There's nothing is off limits on the Critterpit. That's what's
Literally.
great about it.
Yeah. Next cast we're actually going to be talking about the US's involvement in the Middle East. We're going to be doing a big expose.
I know
on
that
that.
everybody's been waiting for that one.
Yeah.
And so we're finally gonna do
get
it.
we're gonna get all the takes out, all
Yep.
our feelings on that.
Yep.
And don't you worry, we're gonna be doing a 9/11 hour.
Yep.
Just fully breaking down what happened there.
Spoiler alert, we think it was George Bush.
Spoiler alert, jet fuel does not melt steel beams.
Just saying.
Just saying, you
Just
guys.
saying.
Look at
Just
the
putting
facts
that out
here.
there. It's
Just
a
look at
fact.
the facts.
Yep. And so that will accompany our conversation of this is Spinal Tap.
Is that next cast?
That's
Really?
next. Yeah.
Is that locked in?
Number 12.
Damn. I thought it was the other one.
Islands of the Lambs?
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
No. Spinal Tap number 12.
Damn, boy.
I think that's what
Damn.
we're on, right?
I'm fact checking you right now. Yep, Spinal Tap and Silence of the Lambs, then the Samurai trilogy, and then Sallow.
God damn it.
We're getting there, you guys.
Okay, honestly, I never thought we would make it to Solo. Now it seems
Really?
like almost inevitable.
It is. It is. I'm gonna rewatch it. That big old
I'm not.
smile on my face.
Big old smile in your face and your hand on your cock.
Yeah.
Whole time.
Yeah. I will be
I
on
hate
the
that movie.
toilet for that rewatch. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good.
Just watch it on your phone.
Yeah. That's how I've watched it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. You watched that movie 3 times?
Yeah. But
This would be your 4th time?
That's for the Solo episode.
Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Spinal Tap's great. You seen Spinal Tap before?
No, I haven't. So I'm really excited to see it.
I love Spinal Tap. Very
and who
funny.
are we having on for that one?
I'm gonna try to get Griffin.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get Griffin.
Cool. Yeah. My schedule is pretty flexible, so I guess whenever
Thursday?
you guys are free.
I'm gonna try Thursday.
Yeah, I think Thursday should work.
Dope. Nice. Great app.
Great app, everybody.
Maybe not the most structured app, but certainly the best app.
I would say so. Definitely the best of the online apps, I would say.
I loved the structure of this episode because it was like top of the show, right? 10
It felt like it was going to
maybe?
be short, like from the top of the show.
You know, I'm a little hungover over here, like getting right into it, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of just a quick one. And then Graham just popped in and it's like I love it.
Then we're talking for like an hour.
Yeah.
Because you never have a short conversation with Graham.
No.
Which is great.
Always...
It's what makes him great for the pod. Like it's
he's like a human engineered to be a podcaster.
He is, yeah. He always has a story. Like it.
Yeah, always has a story. I love it.
Yep.
And I love you, Critternish.
We love you, Critternish.
You other like 8 people, you gotta reveal yourself though.
We gotta know who you are.
We have too many subscribers. We have too many views.
I'm overwhelmed by the number
We're
of subscribers
doing.
we have.
I am suffering from success, guys.
We're like
What is going
Jesus and
on?
our 12 subscribers. When you think
Yeah,
about it. Yeah,
we're like Jesus and the seven seals.
exactly.
If you think about it,
That's what I'm thinking.
we should end this episode with half an hour of silence
Okay.
because in this, you know what the seventh seal is? It's half an hour
It's
of
silence.
silence in
Yep.
heaven.
From heaven. That's
So,
perfect. Or we
since
should start it with half an hour of silence. Dead air.
since we're kind of heaven to our subscribers, who are
I
our
think so.
followers. So it's gonna
Our
be like
sheep.
our sheep. It's like we're like heaven, and we're gonna be silent for 30 minutes.
Exactly.
We had our four horsemen, or
Yep.
two of them.
And Craig, if we count him as one of our horsemen.
Yeah, Elia could be the fourth one.
Elia, yeah, I
Yeah,
think he is. There's
yeah.
still hope. But yeah, he's not
David could be
coming with.
one of the seals. The lore's getting
David's death.
established.
David's our death.
David is death.
Yeah. He's always playing
Hell
games
yeah,
with us.
bro. When
But
he
he's like
comes on the
elusive.
cast, by the time he comes on the cast, we're probably gonna have a whole studio, right? It's probably gonna be like H3 level.
Yeah.
And when he comes on,
Whole
right,
crew.
he's gonna like show up in the doorway with the death fit on, the whole black cowl, and the circular cutout on the face, and there's
Yep.
David.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty awesome.
And then, yeah, one of us is dressed as Max von Sydow, and the other is the Squire guy. That'd
Yeah,
be great. All right,
that
we've got
would
that.
be
That's
sick.
locked in. That's
That's
locked in for
locked
David.
in, you guys.
That's a
Just get ready.
guarantee. If
Just
we
get
ever
ready.
did just dreaming, got like a really
Yeah.
high-end studio, would you want those like podcast microphones that are on an arm, or would you want to keep it with just like the handhelds? Because I like the
Ooh.
handheld a lot.
I do like the handhelds, but I think practically,
it's better for the audio
yeah.
quality. Yeah.
And also, if you were to do an H3 like 3 hour long cast,
I mean,
you'd
I've been
want
holding
the-
it for this 2 hours. I've been fine. Like it.
Oh yeah, I guess you would be
Yeah.
doing that. I just have my gaming headset on.
Yeah. I like to imagine you just staring at the screen like dead face, just
Oh,
with the
dude.
gaming headset. I don't know. It's a funny image to me.
Usually, yeah. I have my cat in my lap, just staring straight
You're like
ahead.
Dr. Evil, like
I'm
petting
like
your cat.
Vito Corleone. Vito Corleone. Come on.
Yeah. This is a film podcast. I should have jumped to Vito instead of Dr.
I'm an
Evil.
Italian Albertan, so come on. Respect the identity.
Let's put some respect on the name.
Yeah, I'm a made guy.
Please.
Oh,
Please.
Mike said I was a made guy the other day. That made me very happy.
Yep. That's about the biggest compliment you can get from somebody.
He was making a joke because he knew I liked The Soprano. He's like, "This is Ethan. He likes The Sopranos. He's a made guy." And I'm like, "Damn, I've made it."
You have. All you had to do was kill a quail. And then you made it.
Yeah. Fuck. The quail, I think, is my fish. If that makes sense. Because in The Sopranos, he had the dream with the fish, and then you've seen that far, right?
I don't know. I don't remember that at all. But
Well,
sure. I
all
agree.
I'll say is then he is haunted by the image of a talking fish, and I am now haunted by a quail.
Talking quail.
Yeah,
There's like so much lore from your life that I feel like could be made into a great film. Like
I
the
appreciate that.
killer. Yeah. One day. I'll make an
I like
Ethan biopic
I like to live my life as if
to
I
the
could
fullest.
say my life's literally a movie.
Yeah. My life is literally a movie podcast. That's what I like to say.
Oh, I like that. That's
Yeah.
a shirt or
That's
a
a
hat.
shirt. That's a shirt.
My
We gotta
life's
get some
literally
merch.
A movie podcast. Will there
Yeah.
be a comma between the movie and the podcast, or just a?
I think
My
no
life's literally a
comma.
podcast.
My life is literally a movie podcast. Because I'm always
like
talking
that.
about movies. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's so accurate.
Ridiculous. It is.
Damn,
It's ridiculous how
I
much I
love that.
talk about movies.
I love that.
Me too.
My life is film.
My life is film. And I never doubted it for a second. ever.
Yeah, Orson having guilt and regret over
Yeah.
that. Shut up.
How old was
Maybe
Orson
one of
Welles
these
when he made
days.
Citizen Kane? 25? Something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, we
something
still got time.
stupid.
3 more
Yeah,
years
we're getting
for
there,
me.
dude. Just wait.
Yeah. This
Oh, you only
48-hour
have 3
film?
years.
I know.
I have 6
I'm
years.
old.
Shit, 6 years? That's a long time.
Yeah,
I have
even
so
you're
much time, dude. Holy shit.
Hey, yeah.
Goddamn.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That is.
3 well, I'm 2.5 years older than you. So,
Yeah.
not
You
yeah.
still have a good amount of time. You don't have time to like relax, but
I have no time to fuck around. I have to start planning my
yeah, get it
Citizen
going,
Kane.
dude. Get it going.
I'm hoping that it's going to be my 48-hour movie, so I don't have to do a lot of work for it. Like 48
Mhm.
hours of really hard work. I'm happy to put that in. You know,
Yeah.
that sounds
Fuck
like a
yeah.
good start to me.
Good start.
Yeah, I'm really excited for
Maybe at the end of the 48-hour thing, I'll be like, maybe I'm gonna be an engineer. And I go fuck off to
that.
Vancouver. We'll see.
We'll see. It'd be
We'll
funny if
see.
you went to Vancouver to become an engineer instead of, U of A or something, where like
That's where Caleb
Vancouver
went.
is such a big film place.
Oh, I'd be tortured, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'd
You'd
be
be
like Miles
constantly
Teller
surrounded.
in Whiplash
Yeah.
once he throws out the jump kit and he
Yep.
sees jazz bars.
It's like, what are you gonna do? You are Miles Teller.
And go. I
What you
do
gonna do?
wish if I could restart all again, completely wipe the slate of all my passions and obsessions and all my inclinations. I'd kind of want to be a fucking jazz player in New York. That looks sick, dude.
You'd want to be Damien Jazil.
It'd be like so single-minded, you know? Like my whole life is to just get really good at this instrument.
You can still do that. You're very young.
No, well, it's all about film, Sam.
That's true. I guess you already have your
And
film.
also, as I said, that'd be to completely wipe the slate of all the passions and
Yeah.
obsessions. That'd be like if I had to just completely
Instead of
restart.
Critterpit, you'd have like the jazz podcast where you talk
The
about a
jazz pit,
jazz album. Yeah, the jazz pit, the jizz pit.
and then maybe once I'll talk about Whiplash, right,
Yeah.
on the jizz pit, and it'll
No,
be like I'm
you'll have a guest on that will talk about Whiplash, and then it'll
and
like
it'll be like I'm tapping into my
a
everything
alternate
everywhere
reality. Yeah.
multiverse life, where I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
the Irishman,
What's
oh,
this?
oh,
Seven Seal. Oh,
video,
Avatar:
video,
The Way of Water.
Videodrome, oh,
Oh,
Criterions, and go on a
oh.
rabbit hole.
Yeah. And then you'd be back. I think what we're learning is that it's inevitable. You will always be a
Yeah,
film guy. Your life will always be a film
I'm
podcast.
just an annoying film guy. There's no escape.
What are you gonna
This
do?
is who
That's
I am.
all you can do.
What are you what are you gonna do? No,
Gonna
no, no.
start a podcast. That's what.
I retract all that. If I could clean slate, restart over, I'd probably be an up and coming gangster in Newark, New Jersey in the
Yeah.
90s. If I
Ever since
had to restart
ever since I could remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. That's gonna be
in
it. You're gonna be Henry Hill.
early 90s.
Yeah. Would you
Newark,
rather
New
be
Jersey.
Henry Hill or Joe Pesci's character from that movie?
Probably Henry Hill.
Henry Hill, he did get the better end of the deal.
Yeah. And
But
also,
I just like Joe
I
Pesci.
wouldn't want
I'd like to be
I
Joe
want
Pesci.
to. I don't want to be that psychotic.
That's
I feel
true.
like
That's another good point.
life would be painful.
But you're Joe
Life is
Pesci.
life is pain to deal out that much pain. You know,
Yeah, I agree.
if you had to choose any mobster life off all the depictions you've seen from every film, which one would you choose?
Have you
Is that
seen?
because there's Russian mafia and David Cronenberg's Eastern Promises?
Yeah, I'll say I probably would not choose the Russian mafia. I might
Why's
do
that?
like a John Wick kind of mafia, even though
Okay.
it seems like very dangerous. But like, there's some bougie mobsters in
Mm,
that movie.
you're not going classic
Um,
Italian American.
I like the Italian American. It's like
It's the
it's
classic.
it's the classic. You can't go wrong.
You have all the
Like a
staples, all the
Godfather.
fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um, how about
Would you
like
go Sopranos?
see, I'd like to go Sopranos just because I'm obsessed with the Sopranos, but Sopranos is way too real, you know. Everyone's just so
Yeah.
depressed. And you're in
Yeah, like
fucking
I'd
New
like to go with
Jersey.
like a silly mob. Like, I don't know.
You're in New Jersey. That's depressing.
That's just depressing on its own.
Yeah. And I'd feel like I'd want to be a New York gangster.
Definitely.
Maybe like some trashy, like Irish American mobster, like The Departed.
Oh yeah,
That's a good one. That'd be like scummy little like bar dives. That's where you're counting all your money.
yeah.
That
It
could be a
feels
vibe.
real
Or
in like an achievable way, like in
yeah, it feels like your dad's friends almost. I don't know
exactly. Yeah, like
if your
I
dad's
know these
friends
kind of
the
people.
loan shark. Yeah, they all have the stupid Irish hat on,
Yep.
5 o'clock shadow, all that.
Everybody's cheering for the Red Sox. Like it
Mm,
makes sense.
yeah, just simple.
They're
How
always in the
about
bar.
in the bar in GTA 4? There's a Jamaican mafia. That would be
Okay,
vibes.
that would be.
I would not
It'd be
want to
fun
go
to be the only
anywhere
white
near.
guy in the Jamaican.
Yeah, you'd be the Chet Hanks of the Jamaican mafia.
Chetana.
Dude, I would love to see a film about Chet Hanks infiltrating the Jamaican mafia, and he just can't stop doing the accent.
Yep.
It's just all he does.
It's out of
That would
respect.
be great.
It's all love. It's a
Last thing
white
I'll
boy
say
summer.
here, last thing I'll say here is I would never go near like the cartel side of things. They're way too hardcore.
What about
They're way
like a have you seen The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the Nick
yeah.
Cage movie? What about like a Pedro Pascal kind of like you're just on the sidelines?
I still wouldn't
We
want
have a
him,
Nick
man.
Cage obsession.
They're way too hardcore. And I think it's just because they have so much power. Like they just
Mhm.
control shit down south.
Yeah.
That's why they're so hardcore, man. They do really insane shit with bodies. Some pretty crazy
Some
displays of
Cronenberg shit.
mutilation. Oh, okay.
Had you not thought of
Now,
it like that?
now let me think about that. Okay, I might be down with the cartel. I might be down with
We're
it.
down with the cart. That we're
But
officially that's our stance.
have you seen the Denis film? Why can't I think what it's called?
Sicario?
Sicario. That's the
No, I
film that
haven't.
made me scared of the cartel, bro. That's the one where you watch it, you're like, I never want to have any dealings with these guys. That's all.
Yeah.
That's out of the cards now.
You were, but before you were kind of considering it. You're like,
Yeah,
because
you know
there's like American Made, like that
exactly.
Tom Cruise movie where he like flies planes for the cartel or whatever. That seemed not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah,
Okay.
I think he was also an informant. Maybe I don't
Hmm.
remember. We'll get there. We'll get
Oh,
there.
how about the German mafia, bro? The Ringer of
Nazis.
Berlin. No, the Nazis hated them. They got rid of them,
Okay,
fucking rooted them from society.
then
I think.
definitely. If the Nazis hated them, then I'm all there.
Yeah, I think in. I was researching them quite a bit for my paper on M, but they're called like
Mm,
the Ringer Lorin, something like that, something stupid.
yeah,
And yeah,
dumbass.
they're pretty funny when you get down to it. What I've realized is all mafias are pretty similar. They all kind of just like money more than human life,
Yep.
and they like saying more, more, more. Give me more.
Give me more. And it's never gone wrong for us before.
And
It
that's what's
always
kind
works
of
out.
brilliant about The Sopranos ending, bro, is because it's just a hard cut to black. It's like saying no more. That's
Yep.
it.
And
You
then the
guys can't
audience is
take
left as the mafia. They're like, but we want
exactly.
more.
We want more. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Hey, come on,
That's
Tone.
kind of
Forget
look at
about it.
what happened to me. I'm like, yeah, bro. It's all
Well,
me. I'm a made guy.
that's the common expression, right? Is leave them wanting more. Leave the audience wanting more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
All I'll say about The Sopranos, to paraphrase a brilliant line, is they're a bunch of fat fucks in see-through socks killing each other.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what all organized crime is. Just a bunch of vainly dressed up people killing each other for greed.
Definitely. That's a lot of things. I think there's a lot of like ways to use that line. Lots of
Yeah.
people are just killing each other for greed.
And to get
Capitalism, for
political,
example.
I think greed is the ultimate sin through
It is.
my
It is one of the 7 deadly sins.
I think it's the ultimate sin.
I think sloth is. I think if you're
Yeah.
lazy and you're not getting your ass up and work, then what are you even
Get
doing?
your ass up and work.
Rise and grind.
That's
Get
true.
that
We
bag.
have said in the before, Hustlers Unite, did we say?
Yeah, something like that.
Because we're hustlers.
We're
Hustlers Unite.
hustlers. That's why we have
Yeah.
this podcast to
We're just
hustle.
hustling, you guys.
Yeah.
And hustled.
You
It's a
just got
scam.
hustled. When we
Yeah,
start the
we just
Patreon and you guys start
just
paying
wasted.
for us, you idiots. You
How's
just
this for a
wasted money
hustle?
you could have invested.
How's this for a hustle? We just wasted like 2 hours of
That's
Graham's
a
life.
hustle. That's a hustle.
Graham just got hustled right now. We
He
wasted
could
more than
have
2
been making
hours
money.
because he was on here for 40 minutes. So
It's true.
we hustled 3 hours out of his life
Fucking
right there.
idiot.
Yeah.
We're hustlers.
We'll end the cast on this note. Graham, our
Okay.
number one fan, got hustled hard today.
Yeah. And we'll hustle
If he ever
everybody.
listens to this.
If he gets this far. I understand if he doesn't, because we're at like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Jeez.
Great.
Hey, you did say we have to top it every episode. Have to just keep
Did
going.
I say that? We've done well. I think we've done well.
You noted a trend early on of how we just
Yeah.
kept getting longer and longer.
Yeah. Well, then we kind of like maxed out though for a while. We were at like kind of doing an hour 20,
30.
like pretty common.
Yeah. But now we're just like we're talking politics, we're talking religion, we're talking
Exactly.
what mafia we would join. We're just out here hustling, you guys.
The Critterpit is getting legit. That's
Just
all I have to
wasting your
say.
guys' time.
But yeah, like I don't know. For some reason, when we went online, we just we have a lot more to say, which I thought would be the opposite. But
Really? I think it's just when we did it previously, we kind of had time constraints.
that's true.
Like
We
had
always had to
classes.
like we recorded in like a 2-hour break, so I guess it makes sense. They would always be like an
But
hour.
here
20.
we have we can just pull up all these resources online. We can watch videos
true.
together, and
We can break down the Dune.
we can do this.
Yeah. We could not do that in the studio.
Oh my god, I can see the Critterpit online ones now.
It doesn't
awesome.
go all the way. I didn't edit it
Yeah.
correctly. But
Mayo for Sa.
Mayo for Sa. This
That's
is great
powerful.
content. Yeah.
I always try to start podcasts by going, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
That's a classic Carlos. He goes, what's up?
What's
Big
up?
Connect.
Good night. Hey. That was like in
Wow.
sync.
I know. That was beautiful. Okay.
That was beautiful. That was another
We've gone on-
episode.
We've gone way
over.
too
We've
long.
gone overtime. We
Yeah.
gotta get out of here.
Do you have any more notes on the Christian ideology?
Yeah. Leave it. I don't know.
Leave it in the past.
Yeah, I think it's let it
It does
die.
do a lot of good for people, but if I had to choose a future with or without it,
Would you choose a future? Would you?
fuck. I'm trying to think.
You can't.
Because I think of
Choose.
poor old Sean. And
Yeah, but
his
think
life is
how-
probably better
Think
for it.
how liberate. No, I don't think so. Sorry, Sean. I don't think anybody's getting this far in the podcast, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
speak my mind a little bit. I just think about like how like free his mind could be. You know, I as
Could
much
be.
as that expression is, whatever. It's just like
But
when you're
I
kind of trapped in
also-
those constraints.
yeah, I
It's
think
like-
it's certainly constraining. But also there's the thought that for some people it might add a good structure to their lives. They're more like spiritually inclined.
That's
So it
true,
just
but
adds a more fulfilling quality. But to make a stance, I'd probably choose a future without it, just because people use it to justify so much hate and murder, where it's
I
like,
agree.
yeah, you guys, we don't need that. And if I could choose a future without that, I probably would. Sorry.
I know it's controversial to say, but I would choose a future with peace and not war.
Yeah. I'd also say, last thing on conservatives, I said earlier they do not like being called hateful. It's very funny when they try to flip the script and be like, no, it's you guys are really who are the hateful ones.
You're attacking us.
You're attacking us for our ideology and our religious beliefs. But it's like, Can you really say that in good faith when when your ideology is based upon
Bigotry.
hatred,
Yeah.
hatred and
like,
bigotry? Are we really being hateful for reacting to that? I don't know, dude. I think you have a baby brain, a small little toddler brain.
Yeah.
If you say stuff like that,
They got
and
a smooth brain. Let's
your
just say.
brain has unfortunately been mushed by
Yep.
grifters,
My brain's been mushed, but not
by
by grifters,
films.
I think. By films and drugs.
By films and drugs. Hi, I'll agree to that, bro.
Yeah. All right.
And maybe
And
one
go ahead.
last funny thing. My
Okay.
brain's been mushed by probably dairy products. Yeah. I
Oh, Graham just texted. Y'all still recording? Yep.
yes. Want to say bye to Critter Niche?
Yeah, let's get Graham in here for him to say goodbye. We did just roast him.
We did.
Come on, Graham, get in here.
Get in here. Graham's saying G's because he realizes he has to watch it. Why
Yeah,
are you
he
in the
has
shower
to.
on your phone?
What? No, not in our.
Oh,
Oh no! Let's delete that. Didn't mean to say that.
Damn it. I was going to hit him with a
Oh,
surprise
he's here.
gift. Are you in the shower right now,
We were
Graham?
just signing off. Graham?
Grammy?
What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
I'm in the
Welcome to the
shower.
Critterpit.
Welcome to the Critter Pit.
Thank you.
We went a little off rails.
Yep. It's been a long episode.
It
But
has
we
been.
just wanted to get you in here to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You're ending it off?
Yeah.
Yep.
We could go for another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's possible.
But we know you
But
need
we
to take a
won't.
shower.
So,
Yeah.
what do you want
We'll
to
eventually
end it
get
off
to a
with?
4-hour episode.
Sorry, what?
How do you want to end this one off? We leave it to you. You get to do the outro.
The final words.
Oh, we do need an outro.
3, 2, 1, go.
Editing it and find like a royalty-free electronic house dance music song like that.